And supposedly they told me, like, a friend of mine, because I asked them, like, how are you doing back? And that, or to say, and they told me, did you receive a green paper? Like, no.
A green paper?
No.
Damn.
Well, you can't join.
Oof.
And like, no.
No, my pride!
To be honest,
my Saiyan pride. I can tell. Even though I'm live streaming,
I
so.
love to do exercise, but when it comes to boot camp, like the real shit, now that's a different story, because you gotta do like a sacrifice for it. You gotta learn all the drills. You gotta know all of the general orders, leaderships,
all that
all
stuff.
The history of the Marines. But since I chose Army, I will learn some of the soldiers.
Nice.
I don't think if I'm gonna learn the Marines thing stuff, but I do know that they're gonna tell me to learn the general order, so that's one thing. The more knowledge you know, the higher the rank.
Nice.
Yeah. Hold on.
And left me all alone, this baka.
False alarm. My mom did call me, but I don't know why.
It's fine, dude. I'm live streaming. Just doing Heizu's turn.
I already got the sugar cane, I need the pleasure plate, the pickles, which I'm gonna do. It's gonna be hard for me to find.
That's your problem.
The strawberries I can get them a
choice to get
little
into this mess.
The
Oh,
pot,
but
I don't know how to
fortunately
make that
for
pot.
you, it appears your savior
what
has
else?
just arrived.
The chest. I already made the chest. I need the books, which the bookshelf, which that'll be easy for me to get since I'm near a village.
Well, it's not like you were ever really busy to begin with.
Songo? Compared to the Traveler, you're the one who has too much free
The only reason I'm
time.
doing this hangout people is because he's a detective and I'm a detective in a play and I need all the research I can get to be the character.
Even if it's a commission
To act like a
you're willing to
detective.
take, your excuse is just pathetic. Yes, that's why I've asked you to come over. Allow me to explain. A key member of the Tenryou Commission has recently gone missing. No one has seen them, and their whereabouts are currently unknown. The Tenryou Commission has entrusted us to find this person discreetly because it would be a hassle for them to look for this person openly for a variety of reasons. Their name is...
Kujosara. That's right. The general has gone missing.
That's a first.
If the general was really missing, the Tenryou Commission would have flipped Inazuma on its head by now. And do you think they would only commission us for a case like that? Please ignore Songo's nonsense, Traveler. In fact, the missing person's name is Shikanoin Heizo. He works as a special detective at the police station. Although his rank is merely a doshin, he is quite competent and held in high regard by the police station.
Do they think he's more competent than me?
We get that you don't want to help Songo, but could you at least try not to make things more difficult here? Sorry, Traveler. Even though I accepted the commission, as you can see, Songo's less than thrilled to be involved in this case.
Nope, not even close. If you really want to know why, it's because I absolutely refuse to deal with that brat's nonsense. The only news that could make me happier than Shikanoin has gone missing would be Shikanoin has been missing for 100 years.
Dang, that's a long time.
Needless to say, Songo and Heizo have a bit of a history. Well, it's a little more serious than that. According to Songo, Heizo was an obstacle in her path to the Temple of Truth.
Like a yappy dog that was constantly in the way.
Even though Heizo has a unique personality, he's actually a nice guy. Really, I've learned a lot from him. So I can't just ignore this case, even if Songo doesn't approve. At the very least, I could entrust the commission to someone capable and trustworthy, like you, Traveler. Huh? No, it's not like that. Listen, I'll pay the entire amount originally promised by the Tenryou Commission, and I'll even personally throw in some additional funds. I'm really hoping you can take this commission, Traveler. If Heiso truly is in danger, I know he'll be safer with you by his side.
Alright, let's do this, baby.
Actually, we get along great. But Sango has always asked me to keep my distance and not to act like I know him in public settings. So, when people ask, I usually just say I've met Shikanoin a few times. If it hadn't been for today's incident, well, let's not get into that. Anyway, could you please help look for him? Well, that's about all I have to tell you. Oh, please take this commission letter from the police station. If you find Heiso, return there and report back to them.
Okay.
Oh, it's you, the captain of Swordfish 2? My name is Shibata. I'm in charge of the watch here. May I inquire as to what the captain needs?
Okay.
So his name is Shikanoin Heiso, huh? Yes, I'm familiar with the detective. He used to stroll around the area. Her Excellency had assigned me to keep a close eye on him at the time, fearing that he would do something unpleasant, but I eventually realized that he acted more like he was on a trip or something. Come to think of it, I believe he was recently spotted in the area east of the Sanganamir Shrine. Please feel free to go there and take a look for yourself.
Back from the dead. Alright.
Is that a fanboy? What the fuck?
Excuse me, what now?
I don't think, it was like...
Sus.
It was nothing.
Sus. Very sus.
Come on, you guys. I'm nothing but a poor tourist with empty pockets. Please, just
Why
let me
makes you
go.
think that it's sus?
Uh-huh. You know why.
Why? Sussy baka.
Because you are a sussy bugger.
I'm not a sussy baka. If I was...
Hello, Heiso. Let's see how you act so you can give me an idea for my character.
Well, look who it is. I was
It'll be funny if
wondering
I
you could
accent.
be valiant enough to wipe the floor with these guys so easily.
Like, I think
Turns
really
out it was the distinguished
us.
traveler. Really, I can't thank you enough. Of course I was aware of you long before you arrived in Inazuma. Though the Sakoku decree managed to keep the country locked up, it wasn't able to stop the incredible stories about you. Every day, all of those little stories would come scurrying over to my desk, like files with little feet. I was actually thinking about going to meet you once I wrapped up the business at hand. Who would have guessed that you chose
One.
first? I got so excited, I nearly forgot to introduce myself. The name's Shikanoin Heiso, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. It's a pleasure to meet you, Traveler. I wish you all the best on your journey through Teyvat, by the way.
I'm fucking Homelander.
I guess that means I've taken over as the main character in your story today. I've always heard that you take commissions from all kinds of people, helping everyone out with everything you can imagine. So now it's my turn to take your help, huh? Don't mind if I do. That was already obvious to me. It's no coincidence that you've arrived here. Because that would be the stuff of an epic novel. The two protagonists of the story both travel to Watatsumi Island by chance and cross paths as if by fate. The traveler from afar heroically rescues the weak and defenseless detective from the clutches of the ruthless Nobushi. Traveler, you are so dreamy. Unfortunately, though, I don't believe in coincidences. So, guessing you came to me on the police station's commission, didn't you? I'm a detective. Can you guess what gave it away?
Focusing.
Sounds like you already have some ideas about the work of a detective. Let me ask you this. What's that your little sidekick is holding? If I'm not mistaken, it's a commission letter from the police station.
Okay.
What? Paimon's just here to take a look. And hey, who are you calling a little sidekick? Paimon was worried she might be in danger, so Paimon came to
I'm definitely saying that in the play. You're my sidekick, kid.
Is Paimon not supposed to be here?
Yeah, I'm also just taking a look.
She can look, but you
What are
can't.
they gonna do?
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. After all, this is the first time I've seen a voice.
Okay.
I must admit,
I can't
I'm
believe
most
this.
intrigued.
Huh? Voice? What are you talking about?
A vision is an external magical focus, right? Similarly, a voice is an
idea for a
external
character,
voice
I'll give you that.
box. I've heard that the Traveler isn't very talkative, but given how chatty you are, you must be her voice, right?
Okay.
Hey, I got an idea for a detective, man. I read the script from the book, right? He acts like he's serious, but
Yep.
a little,
It's Paimon.
how should I say
Give
it?
Paimon such a terrible nickname.
Funny and a little cocky or
Here
something.
to rescue you. You actually opened the cage.
Yeah, and I'm trying to mix it, and I say, you know what? I'm gonna mix my version of the detective with Heizo in it.
Pretty suspicious if you ask Paimon. Come out with it, mister. What
Yes.
kind of schemes are you up to?
Oh, okay, I can't say that. Never mind.
Sheesh. For someone who says they don't want to be a voice, you sure do talk a lot. Well, let me think for a moment. Yes, all this started a long time ago, during the war. Kujo Takayuki, who was head of the Tenryo Commission at the time, had secretly asked me to investigate the military capabilities of Sangonomiya. But I had already grown tired of the guy for a while, so I simply treated the trip as a paid vacation. I had heard that Watatsumi Island is really beautiful. As for the mission, I thought I'd just come up with some random excuses or whatever when I reported back. But guess what? The first night I arrived on Watatsumi Island, I had a dream. The dream contained only one message, an echo resounding from the depths of the earth that kept ringing in my ears, saying,
What?
So,
"Something vital is missing on this island."
enjoying happily, laughing,
Isn't that bizarre?
and it.
Something vital has gone missing on this island. Has something evaporated into thin air?
Favorite dance.
What could it be?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen,
It must be something
can
big.
you guess who murdered
You know, because the soil
Julian
on the island can't grow crops.
here? Who murdered Julian?
Oh,
Was it Daniel?
food, huh?
Or was
Hmm.
Allah?
How about
Was
you,
it cat?
Traveler? What do you think is missing?
Place your bet, everybody.
Perhaps Watatsumi Island doesn't value your little
Okay, I'm
partner
slowly
as much
getting
as
into
you.
character now. Alright, this will give me some ideas.
As long as the traveler still appreciates Paimon, then that's fine.
Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place, so I became even more
Yeah, if
intrigued.
I'm not
Was
talking
this
as much,
really
Julie, I'm
some
just
random
focusing
dream?
on how Heizo acts.
Some people believe that dreams represent the
Mix it up
divine
with
telling
my
you.
version of a detective from the
That's
book.
understandable. However, if you ask me,
And I plus
dreams
have an
have nothing
assistant,
to
I'm
do with
definitely calling them
purpose.
Traveler.
Instead, they are flashes of intuition.
Or my
It was
psychic.
my intuition telling me that there was something
Which one you think would be more
important about
funny,
this
calling a
island
Traveler
that,
or Psychic?
poof, suddenly vanished. So I decided to accept this little commission
Julian.
from my intuition and investigate to see if I could come
Would you
up
think it'd
with
be more
any
funny?
compelling
I-
findings.
Psychic or Traveler?
The investigation has had little progress up to this point.
I'm definitely gonna say both, just to be funny. Hey,
I felt
Traveler!
there was
Did you
something
find what we're
peculiar
looking
about them,
for?
So I pretended to get captured to see if there
Hey,
were any
Psych!
leads that would
Hey,
surface.
hey, assist!
And that's
Hey,
when you showed up.
Psychic! Did you find Who
Nah,
done
don't
it
worry
yet?
about it. These guys were just a bunch of small fries.
No? Okay.
Besides, your arrival
Never
is
mind.
much more important to me.
Oh, really? Who did
You
it?
can help me find the answer to my dream. So how would you
Who
like
said
to
who
partner
murdered
with me,
Julian?
Sean? We can work together to solve the mystery.
I don't know.
Yes, of course, I understand.
From what my clues say
But let
and
me
from
ask
my
one
investigation, it
more
says
question.
it was
Did the police
It
station say they were looking
was
for me because of something
Daniel
important? Well,
with
then it's probably nothing major. Most likely they're short on
What?
staff or something petty like that, and they happen to remember their model employee.
Marina
So since we're already here, why don't we just solve this puzzle together? Once
with a
everything's
bat
settled, I'll gladly accompany
at
you
5
back to the
a.m.
police
in the
station.
morning
Or anywhere else you'd like to go.
in his
What do you
room.
think?
Wow, I'm really
You
am
really care
getting
about
into the
ethics,
detective
don't you?
mode now. Holy crap, I'm
You'll
really
make
getting
an
into it
excellent
now.
partner. Well, let's get started, shall we? First, we can search the camp for clues.
Ooh, what's the shiny thing? Oh, it's a Sango pearl.
Hey dear. If you're asking why I'm doing Jesus on Psychos, I'm just doing it because I need to figure out how the detective acts mixed with little cocky and funny type of deal. So that's why I'm doing his. I kind of got an idea for in the character way I want to do my detective.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Yes,
It's all
I
good.
found pretty much the same.
I sort of got an
They really
idea
are.
now,
Aren't these all super expensive?
so that's
Oh,
something.
these must be the valuable things that went missing
But
from our
we don't start
island.
practicing for the play I'm in until
The Nobushi
probably
must
next
have
week, which is
stolen
next
them all.
Thursday. So
I don't know if I'd go that far.
have fun making
The
a
Nobushi
detective
was
of
very
my
hard
character,
pressed to
dear. I
find
hope
any
you go
opportunities
crazy.
to
Go
get their
crazy
hands
with
on
that. I want to see
commodities
what
like
my
these.
character will look like as a detective.
What do you mean? Did the Nobushi gather all this themselves?
No, that's unlikely. Crystal marrow is a rare material for crafting weapons, and Sango pearls are an even more precious commodity. Here's what I think. Due to Watatsumi's poor soil, the island's economy is quite fragile and heavily reliant on the trade of these special resources. So, it's absolutely vital that they keep them under lock and key and well out of the Nobushi's reach. Which means they got lucky with a huge batch like this. My guess is they ambushed a caravan. If we go ask around the Sangonomiya Shrine, we can find out if there have been any recent instances of caravans being plundered.
Okay, I'll take a look at that later, dear.
Perfect.
Kind of focusing
I
right
knew
now.
you'd be a huge
I gotta get more details of the character
Duh.
that I'm supposed to be in a play.
Paimon's companion after all.
That's why I'm not talking as much. I'm kind of focusing how my character should act.
Fuse is lit.
I just wasted. Dang it.
Captain, I see you found the detective.
Watatsumi Island sure is a beautiful place. I don't think I
From
could
the
ever leave.
detective I'm playing as, he does that like
As long as
just
you like,
a
granted you don't cause
little,
any trouble, that is.
kind of a lot like
Excellency has
Heiso in a
stated
way.
that all friendly
Interesting.
visitors are welcome. Incidents of stolen goods, not that I'm aware of. Her Excellency has recently launched several measures to boost the economy, including the development of trade routes and establishing our own caravans. Troops have also been deployed to protect them, so it is only reasonable to assume that the current trade routes are already very safe. Any looting or theft would be practically unthinkable.
That's strange. Then where did the Nobushi get those goods from?
Huh? You mean you found goods of unknown origin?
Yep. And it's all Sango pearls and crystal marrow, so we know it's local.
Could there have really been a theft that hasn't been reported? That shouldn't be the case. Well, perhaps you could go ask Todoroki. He's responsible for the caravans and is usually in the village at night preparing the goods. If something has happened, he should know about it.
Great. Thank you for all the info. Let's go.
Hey, traveler! It's been a while. I've missed you. Why didn't you inform me that you'd be coming over today?
Ah, General Goro.
You're dismissed, Shibata. You may go about your other duties while I catch up with the traveler.
Yes, General Goro.
I overheard you discussing a case of stolen goods.
So
Is that right?
Inshu, whatever his name, I forgot.
Found a lot of Watatsumi's valuable products in an
Initsu, yeah.
camp.
Fucking hell, Kyle.
I see. So you've come to
What,
ask if we know of any
jackass?
relevant cases. Well,
You called me, so join the fucking
I'm
party,
ashamed to
bitch.
say that
Why? I'm on
Yes,
Discord, and
caravans
plus I
have
gotta
been plundered.
study a little bit about.
not just once, I'm afraid.
I'm trying to be a detective in a play, so that's why I'm kind of zoned out right now.
Caravans. Yet the crooks still managed to get away with the goods.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah,
concerned
that's
that
why I'm
if
playing
this kind of
Heisen's
news
Hangout,
got
trying to get an
out,
idea
would
for
undermine the
a
confidence of the
detective.
caravans. So you didn't make it public, and instead kept the news to only a
Join the
select
party,
few.
man.
I'm on Discord. Join the Discord, that's where I'm
I
at.
never expected you to be so concerned about
I don't
Watatsumi's
see you
affairs.
on the Discord,
Detective
but I
Hazel.
was going.
Really? I'm really in the group chat.
As a detective, I notice these kinds of things.
Oh wait, you're not in the Discord, Kyle?
So you two already
Wait,
know each other?
which
Actually, I've
Discord?
only heard of Detective Hazel from the
The
soldiers'
one
reports.
you were in the other
Never met him in
time.
person.
Ah,
Find the
darn it.
fucking
You're right.
screen.
Now that you mention it, I've been on Watsumi Island all this time and still haven't properly introduced myself.
Excuse me.
Man alive, please forgive me. It's a pleasure to meet you, General Goro.
Anything else?
I'm Shikanoin Heizo of the Tenryo Commission.
Yes,
I'm gonna beat my
it's a
meat
pleasure to
your
meet you
face.
too. To express my
Yeah,
gratitude
get
to you
him
for
up.
stepping in and helping
Slip,
recover those
man.
goods.
Why
Don't
everybody
mention it.
worrying me as soon as
You
I
never
want
know
to
what
focus
you'll
on
find in
Heizo to
that
get
first
my
film.
idea for a character?
But if the source of the problem is not addressed,
How hard is that for
I'm
an
afraid
actor
this
to
sort of situation
understand?
will continue cropping up for you.
Yes, of course. Not only have we reassured the affected caravans, but we also dispatched personnel to investigate the culprits. The reports indicated that the stolen goods were being delivered to a merchant of the International Trade Association named Godot. It all seems pretty unusual.
Now he
We
joined.
suspect that there are bigger players behind Godot, and that their target is none other than Watatsumi Island's valuable resources.
Who?
But unfortunately, it would be difficult for us to investigate further, given that
Given that
Nice.
Rachel, the island where the International Trade Association
Mine's already
is
leveled up.
located is not part of your territory, yes. They have cleverly picked their base of operations.
I can see you catch on quickly, Detective Hazo.
It's my guess that you're telling us this because you're trying to ask us to assist you in finding who's behind all this, right?
You made me die, bitch.
You're always thinking one step ahead.
You'll be alright.
Those were
It's
exactly
just a
my
game
intentions.
after all.
And of course, we will prepare a generous reward for you.
You made me die.
The recent
By the
end
way,
of the
dude, that's
war,
a cool
trade
thing you
and
made, by
commerce
the
have
way.
now become an important component of Watatsumi Island's development.
My
ensuring
girlfriend
safety
with
of
her
the
lore,
trade
even
routes
though
is
I'm trying to
critical, and we can't afford any further
be
incidents.
honest, from so far from what Heizo gave me and from what the part I have, I kind of got a good.
But it all depends on what she wishes.
Level of face shower when I can just do the low,
Great.
like the
With both Detective Hazo and the Traveler on the case, I'm sure it'll be solved in no time.
I don't know.
Situation is
Even
now in
though
more capable
from
hands. I
literally,
look forward to hearing your
at
report
least
when you
now I
get
got
back.
an idea for my character. It's mixed with a little bit of Heizo, a little bit of humor,
discuss where to head from here.
cockiness, and a little bit of my personality. So,
Are you talking about that thing your sister made?
no,
Up and
I'm in a play,
in
dude.
drama class?
It's like drama, yes, but I had to act like a detective. That's why I'm doing Heizo's story hangout thing
why are we
to
talking
give me
way
an
over
idea.
here?
Ugh.
You're not trying to get away from
You
Goro
really
so
want
you
to think
can't
about how to
overhear
be a
us, are you?
detective, man? Just do shit
Very
at home.
perceptive. Seems you
Nah, I
can
want to do
find
my
your
version. It's
voice.
gotta have my uniqueness to it.
Do you believe in intuition?
Huh?
So right
Intuition?
now,
Where are
my
you going
team
with this?
consists of Castrus,
My
who
intuition
has no
tells me
relics
that
at all,
General Goro is lying.
Uh-huh.
How could you say that?
but I am
Although
leveling
you
up
did
her
seem a little on the
traces.
serious side today, but
Nice.
Goro's a good guy.
Firefly.
Good people can be deceptive too.
Robin,
After all,
and
everyone has their secrets.
Nice.
do that one more
In my
time, so help
opinion,
me.
the
What you
timing
gonna do
of
to
his
him?
appearance was a little too coincidental. Sanganamiya soldiers
What you
have
gonna
been
do,
keeping an eye
Kyle,
on me
huh?
for the entire time I've been on Watatsumi
If you cause a murder, I'm gonna
Island.
investigate you.
Goro even was. But today he came out and met with us, and even commissioned us to investigate a case.
Maybe that's because the traveler is here today, and Goro thinks she's
Hey
more
dear, explain
capable.
Yako while I'm doing Haizo's story. Have fun explaining it to her.
Then that makes things even more peculiar. If there are powerful players behind this case, and he needs to draw upon external support, then he should have taken
Yeah, there is a
action
mute
sooner
button.
rather than wait until today. A more plausible explanation is that the items we discovered are linked with some unspeakable secret, and he had to intervene to prevent us from digging
Now
in
Kyle's
deep.
committed
Then
murder.
he put up a smoke
But
screen
what
to mislead
weapon?
us. I surmise that investigating the merchant could
Now-
go on retail will yield no results.
Whoa, are you serious?
What you gonna do about it?
This is all just a hunch
Hey,
you have,
you
right?
hear a fly talking, or it's just me?
There is another key factor behind my reasoning, though you may not believe me.
You hear a fly,
I sense
or it's just
something special about Goro.
Something special.
Yes.
I saw what you did
Whatever
to
is
Julian the
missing
other
is
day
him.
with that cane.
I sense it in him.
I saw you commit the murder,
Whoa, hold it right there. You said Goro's a thief.
and then you stuck it up in his.
Something valuable?
It's not that simple. I can't fully explain it. It's just my intuition.
So explain yourself, sir.
Down there deep. Got it down
Sure.
there deep.
I
Hey,
trust your judgment.
sidekick. Hey,
Perhaps
traveler.
you're overlooking
Go
someone
get
else.
Kyle
The
for
true
me
leader.
and beat him up.
Roger that.
Good work, sidekick. Now here's your $50. Now go get you something nice.
We should just investigate whatever it is they're trying to hide from us.
I prefer meat.
And what were we planning to do just before
Hey, I'm
Goro
trying to
showed
be
up?
in the character, so
I hate the jackpot.
y'all are helping me get in the character, so good job for that.
Yeah. Someone named Todoroki.
Bingo. There's no time to lose. Let's go talk to this Todoroki.
Nice.
And I'm struggling with social.
I'm trying to get the Lover's Arcana.
Oh my.
That's a fucking ass plan.
Like I've already got Risei's social link to level 8 or 9. And it's intimate.
Okay.
But I'm trying to make Lover's Arcana persona, but I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. Or how to get it.
I don't know either, but you're trying to make love, huh? So explain yourself, sir. Why were you gone on Friday night, December 1994? What were you doing at that time?
I wasn't even born.
Uh-huh. From my investigation, you were. Uh-huh, you sure about that?
Todoroki, shipment has arrived and is ready for inspection.
Good, let's go.
Shh, keep quiet. Let's follow him and see where he leads us.
Bro, that was funny.
Hey, I think I found where my SD card goes on my phone.
Bruh. So, Julian, explain yourself. On November,
I thought you muted his ass.
I unmuted him because somebody said he done something sus on November 2024. On November the 15th, he done something sus.
I don't think he was born yet.
How the fuck do you know?
What?
How the fuck do you know?
Your intel
It's
was
acting,
spot on.
dude. For God's sake, why you gotta take it so serious?
We captured them all, and the goods were retrieved and brought back here.
So explain yourself. Why were you gone this night and not at home, Julian?
In order. Good work.
It's nothing.
Are you?
Thanks to the
Yep.
efforts of your caravan, the price of grain in the village has decreased.
I was gonna play music.
That's right.
You can play music, I just gotta mute your
Injuries we
butt.
sustained during the war would have such a lingering effect on our bodies.
From my investigation, mister, there's fingerprints of you on a crime scene where you committed murder to Bandy.
What is the state of the village's
Explain
inventory?
yourself.
Make sure that it's confirmed tonight. I have to leave tomorrow morning after I go to the Sanganomiya Shrine and get instructions from General Goro.
Don't worry, we've already prepared the list. Just follow us.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I may be a detective, but I'm good.
Glaze lilies? What are these doing here? Shouldn't it be crystal marrow or something? This box is packed so tight. It looks like it could burst. What's inside?
So, Kyle and Julian, what were you doing in 2025 of January the 15th in the morning? What were you doing on January the 5th, 2025 in the morning? To explain yourself.
I don't remember.
Let me look at my investigate. Let me look at my stuff. Okay. Kyle, you're clean. You're free to go home. But Julian here, you have some very
Now's our chance to look around and
I
see
got a
if we can
question
find
for
any
you.
leads.
Why were your handprints on this weapon?
Paimon was expecting to find Sango pearls.
There's a knife here covered in. Explain yourself.
So, did you find anything?
Wow. Look at all the
I was at my house.
and glaze lilies.
Uh-huh.
There are also tons of other plants.
Keep
and
going.
flowers Paimon doesn't know here.
Really, Kyle?
These are valuable
Chilling with
raw
what? With
materials.
tomatoes?
If these
Or
flowers were to be imported from retail, the price would
With
be
ketchup?
On top of
With
that,
ketchup and
these items
tomatoes?
have a tax clearance certificate, meaning that they were most likely smuggled.
Mister, I think you're
Very
correct
interesting.
because I was eating some
Now,
chips.
where did the no
Blood
get these goods?
We got him, boys. Put the handcuffs on him. We got him.
Foreign Trade Association. I've never heard of such an organization in retail. And if it's regarding foreign trade, then smuggling
What
is
were you
even
saying,
more
Kyle?
likely possibility. Alright, in which case, I have a rough hypothesis. First, we...
Saying?
Who goes there?
Oh no, we've been spotted.
Kyle, you explained to do why
Is that
send
you?
me a report about you
Oh,
getting her pregnant and
it's
she
you,
didn't want the
Captain.
kid. Explain yourself.
We almost mistook you for bandits.
I got a report from your girlfriend saying she didn't want to have a kid and she said she's putting double child support on you.
Brought you to see us and helped find medicine for us. Hey, come on now. Captain would forget.
Hey, y'all getting me?
I gotta tell you, Captain.
Hey, I'm just getting into character. Give me a
I
break.
haven't seen you ever since the end of the war. When we heard that you were coming here, we just assumed you were only going to see General Goro and Her Excellency.
About what, huh? It's not me, or you.
We're fine. You don't have to worry about us, Captain. No, you're not fine. Captain, you may not be
From
aware,
what
but
beans are you
she
talking?
previously fainted on the front
The dark web.
The doctor said that it might be a neurological condition.
You sure that ain't somebody else pretending to be me?
It's pretty serious. According to the doctor, if it hadn't been for the medication he's been taking, he would have developed dementia.
Ha 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 ha, very
That
funny.
was assuming the best case scenario.
So you've been stalking me. Well, you already just broke the law, now you're going to jail, buddy.
That you got yourself killed by an arrow. I couldn't handle all the emotion. Later, I found out that he'd been shot in the buttocks and it was only a mild injury.
Uh-huh. Alright, boys.
For nothing.
Alright, Psychic.
What do you mean for nothing?
Traveler and Psychic, put the handcuffs on him now.
Arrows in a
We gotta
row.
take him in.
The first arrow was to the left cheek,
No,
and the second arrow was
under
also
arrest.
to the left.
Nah, you're under arrest, sir.
Because the arrows were poisonous, the wound still hasn't completely healed yet. I have to apply ointment every day, and I'm constantly worried it might reopen while I sleep. Look on the bright side. At least we're still alive.
What the heck, Kyle? How do you know all that, mister?
What brings
Ain't
you
you,
here,
you
Captain?
can't see, so how you know all this, mister?
Oh, these goods were all seized from the hands of Nobushi and treasure hoarders. Todoroki was the one who provided us with the intel. He mentioned
What do you mean?
there were bandits here and there, so we
Kyle
went to
hit you
care
with
of
your
them while
with his
also
own cane so hard and made you bleed.
By the way, Captain, you still haven't met Todoroki, have you? He's the one we're working for now. Her Excellency recently announced plans to
Kyle
stimulate the
has
economy and
died.
create caravans, with Todoroki at the helm. Yeah, he's proven to be quite capable. Even
The
though he
what?
was just a farmer before, he's now successfully running the caravans. And his two sons were also our brothers in arms. Both received
The
a
what?
special medal of honor from General Goro, which is quite remarkable, don't you think?
Who?
So, as injured veterans, we've been reassigned to Todoroki. He's the one who gives us our salaries now. What are they
Alright,
called?
alright, Sidekick.
It's called
Alright,
changing
Sidekick. Did you
careers,
find any
Barney.
evidence about Kyle doing something to his girlfriend?
Changing careers. Anyway, I think the whole caravan thing is wonderful. Our region wasn't very prosperous.
How the
to
what in the
begin with,
world?
and the land can't grow any crops.
How did that?
We have to pay a hefty price
How did he
just
do
to
that?
get
He's
basic
Spider-Man?
food size. I can't even imagine trying to maintain and feed an army.
Alright,
like
call
that
the
during
army. We need backup.
I think I understand the general situation.
We back up.
Ask where the apprehended criminals
We need
are.
backup. We need the army.
And you are? Ah, I see. The captain's friend. It should be okay to tell you then. We apprehended all the culprits and escorted them to a temporary location not far from here. Unfortunately, Masashi and I have other duties tonight and won't be able
The
to
foreign
take you there.
nation has
Why don't
returned.
you wait for a moment and I'll find someone else to show you the way.
I'm pretty sure I've already got a grasp on what's going on. All I need now is to confirm it with the apprehended bandits. Let's go.
What happened to Kyle, by the way? Did he get Hakai or did he get punched in the nuts again?
Are you still a little confused?
Yeah, I'm punching the nuts for sure.
You know that's a criminal thing, sir.
This whole thing was actually quite similar to a case I once worked on previously.
Guys.
It was a case
What?
involving the trade of prohibited items, and they employed an old trick to
Yeah,
execute
what?
them. The culprit would first go
Okay, question mark, question mark, question mark.
on purpose, using the opportunity to slip the...
Okay.
Sir, please forgive us, sir. We are nothing more than petty thieves.
Uh-huh.
Sir,
If you say
what do I
so.
look like? A commissioner? Does my friend here look like a commissioner
Because
to you?
from my lying detector,
Officer! Officer!
from my lying detector, you're
I'm
lying.
gonna need to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
See, you guys, he hurt himself. He's trying to get out of my investigations. You see this? You see this? You see me trying to interrogate this guy?
Goods don't
You
appear
see
to
this
be
guy?
from around here. So the question is, where did they come from?
Oh my god.
The goods?
Look,
Right, we
beat the bag
picked 'em
up.
up at the
Hey
beach.
dear. Have fun with him. Torture him.
Well, no, we, actually stole them.
Be honest now. Tell me the whole story.
Yes, sir. I mean, officer. We took those goods from a small merchant ship just off the beach, but we didn't exactly steal them. You see, the ship's guards all took off running the moment they saw us. They abandoned the goods, and we
Who is
said
still
we
watching my
gave
stream anyway?
them.
Who is
Next thing we know,
watching?
a group of soldiers arrives, and we're all apprehended. Talk about bad luck. We didn't even have a chance to stash away the goods before we got caught.
Let me get my magnifying glass.
Ship's guards fled
I need to
without
look at the
paying
chat. Who's watching right now?
You expect me to
Better
believe
not be a
that?
sussy person
We just assumed they were scared.
or
of us.
suspicious
We had the
activity,
guts.
right?
I'm not bragging or anything, but
Or I might do some interrogations or do some investigations again.
massive muscle and strength, he could scare anyone.
You really expect us to believe all this?
No, you gotta believe me. Just the other day, we scared off an entire squad of soldiers. When they noticed us, they went running and dropped their goods. I swear! I still remember seeing tons of Songo pearls and crystal marrow in that load. All nice and shiny, too. Ooh, it was amazing. Unfortunately, a bunch of pirates came later and snatched those goods. It just happened that our boss had diarrhea that day and couldn't hold off the pirates. This luck of ours.
Wait a tick. Pirates?
Yep, no doubt about it. They came on a massive ship, and their captain was a pretty lady.
Look what you done did for sneezing. You.
She was. It was like boom, boom, thud.
I blew him away.
The boss.
Okay, Psychic, get in the car and start finding him. Wow, look through the. Wow, dude, look through.
No! Doesn't remind Paimon of anyone.
You sure?
Okay. And how about you?
My free ice cream.
Really? Okay, I'll take that as a no, then. It appears that the situation is just as I suspected. Todoroki is striking a shady deal with a group of pirates, while General Goro appears to be assisting with the cover-up.
What? How could that be?
Todoroki said that he'd be going to Sangonomiya early tomorrow morning to get Goro's instructions before the caravan leaves. Now is the time to address any doubts you may have. Tomorrow morning will be our moment to confront them. Hopefully, my final question will be answered then as well. The question of what important thing this island is missing.
Even though this ain't gonna be a long stream, it's gonna be a quick, easy one.
Todoroki, and even Tokuda and Masashi.
Wait, what?
Hopefully, we'll finally have an answer tomorrow. Let's get some rest. I'll see you at Sangonomiya tomorrow morning.
Alright, people, hold up. What? Alright, who's playing a video? Alright, about to meet you in 5 minutes. What's your plea, sir?
Alright.
What did you say before I meet you, sir?
He said he was gonna destroy the world.
Psychic? Get the taser and shotgun. Or should I say traveler?
Taser pledge.
Wait, what?
I taste him. Excellent. Isn't that what you said, sir?
I think it. Get the taser and shotgun. Gun traveler.
No, I didn't put a...
Peek. Okay, my girl. I know my detective is not sounding as convincing. That's just the base for right now. As I get into the character and play as the character, I get better at it. So.
Who are you?
Probably tomorrow, if I do some more detective.
I'm Shikanoi
The more I do it, the better I become.
Detective of the Tenryou
So
Commission.
keep that in mind, Julian.
I believe you've been manipulating large-scale illegal trades for some
Now,
time.
Psychic.
Mind if we talk about that for
Find my... Find...
You can't just go around spewing such nonsense, young man.
And what if I'm not talking nonsense?
Ridiculous. I
Now,
don't have time
find...
to listen to
Find
this.
my
Get out of
suspect.
here, you little
Where
brat.
did they run to?
I know I'm on the younger side compared to you, Todoroki, so I'm sure you must have heard the old saying. Off the scale, some goods only weigh a couple pounds, but on the scale, they weigh more than 1,000.
Alright.
So the question is, do you want to put your goods on the scale or not?
What are you trying to say?
Well, nothing. All I want to hear is you personally confirming what we already know to be the truth.
Masashi! Tokura! Arrest these
What?
people!
Huh? What?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Psychic?
Cause trouble at Sangonomiya Shrine.
Investigate that. What was that? That sounded so many wrong places. Let me get my pencil and paper.
These crooks are trying to pry into the secrets of Watatsumi. We mustn't let them go.
But, no. There must be some kind of misunderstanding.
Uh-huh.
Todoroki, this is the captain of Swordfish 2, one of our own.
Uh-huh. So you committed, so you broke this law, alright. Alright, get the taser, Psychic.
And since you have been assigned to work with me, it's my orders that count around here. I don't
You
care
can,
if
but
they
don't
were your
overdo it, or else you're going to jail
captain.
too.
Disobey orders.
What do we do?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? All right.
Psychic, why do you have a black
two won't
eye?
do it. I will.
I really hoped it wouldn't come to this. But here we go.
Wait, everyone, stand down!
General,
Alright, you sure you didn't hit him with your cane, mister? Right? No cane, right, sir?
No, I didn't.
I wasn't telling you the truth. Todoroki,
Uh-huh.
Traveler here is the hero who
I
saved
checked your
Watatsumi
cane
Island.
and there's some
Without her,
blood stains
Watatsumi
from
Island
my
would never have found the
sidekick
peace
here
it has
on
today.
it.
We mustn't
Can
raise our
you
weapons
explain?
against her.
He injured me, sir.
Be so naive,
And
General
what,
Goro.
where at?
If we let them go free, then who's to say the Shogunate won't come after us tomorrow? If the Shogunate decides to investigate, we won't be able to hide the truth.
I wouldn't allow them to take you, Todoroki.
Let's
doesn't
not
matter
kid
now.
ourselves.
Oh,
Going to jail could solve the
well,
problem. I would
you're
go
free
and
to
turn
go,
myself into a
Psychic.
criminal commission right
You have 2
now.
weeks off. Go rest and
Question
come
is,
back in 2 weeks.
What are we going to do with the goods? Will you be able to keep them? Not to mention the chance of
Why am I getting
astronomical
better
fines.
at being
And
a
for
detective
that,
now? What the flip?
well, we both know that Watatsumi Island is a barren land.
Well, thanks guys for helping me get into a
100
character
here,
now.
maybe only 3
Some part we
would
just
grow.
gotta keep doing it
Those
every
3
night.
combined would
And the
still
better
be
I become,
smaller
the
than just
better I can
one
be on
carrot
stage.
imported from elsewhere.
Get it?
We can't grow food or medicinal herbs here.
What
If we buy them from
Psychic?
Rito, we pay exorbitant
What
taxes.
Psychic?
My eldest son died fighting on the battlefield. But do you know
What
how my
is the
second
joke?
son died? He died because there was no medicine to treat him. You awarded both of them medals of honor. But did that save their lives?
Is your refrigerator
Can
right?
medals heal
Otter.
Tokura and Masashi's wounds?
Again with this joke, Psychic. Ugh. Alright, Psychic. Go ahead.
Never know what we've done. Besides, we're only a few months away now. We will set them free once the new bill is
When you
passed.
say it like 50 times in a row.
Everything will be okay. None of what happened here will be mentioned again, and life on Watatsumi Island will continue.
Man, I
to
wish my traveler was here instead of you, Psychic. You know that, right?
I can trust the traveler, but the detective here is a Tenryou
What,
commission
Psychic?
officer.
What's wrong with that? You know that.
Why would you betray me?
Forget it.
It's
You're the
because
general.
Traveler gets the job done, and she gives me a whole lot of less stress than you do sometimes. Psychic.
How dare you? How
It's a new commodity
would be
tax bill
forced.
currently being drafted by the Commerce Commission.
What reinforcements?
Taxes on goods that are in
The
short
furry
supply on
squad.
Watatsumi Island.
Destroy you.
Once the bill's introduced, we'll be able to buy commodities
The
that
furry
we need from
squad
regular market
Psychic.
prices.
Oh,
Will affect
Tracy.
every single one of
I'm
them if I
alive.
control them.
I wish I had known sooner.
Bring it,
In that
Psychic.
case, how
I'll
about
make
we
sure
put
you
the
be in
fuse
maximum
box
prison when I'm done with you.
Evolve.
You know, until the bill is
And
introduced.
evolve into
Now
what?
understand our
And evolve into what?
Detective
Pokemon?
Hazel, are you
You turn
saying
into
that-
Pokemon now?
fuse
You mean you're willing to stay here,
and
young man?
adaptation.
Come on, you two. What's with the strange?
You know what you sound like right now?
You've been keeping me under close surveillance.
You sound blah, 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 blah,
That aside
blah.
from being a detective, I'm also an ordinary tourist who likes to enjoy good scenery. I believe that after the new commodity bill is passed, there
If
will
you
be
say
more and
F
more
me, that
traffic.
means you're going to prison for
Besides,
10 years.
More and more people will be coming to visit Watatsumi Island.
Never.
I have
Uh-huh.
to take the opportunity now. And
You might want
enjoy
to
the
check
place
your
I
leg,
have
by
all
the
to
way.
myself. Before long, tourists will start pouring in.
Why is the smoke?
Thank you, Detective Heiso.
I knew you were.
The people of Watatsumi.
I knew you were going to betray me. Now you can't go nowhere. You got a chain ball on your leg.
Does it not?
Bye bye, psychic.
You mean there's something you wish to request?
I suppose.
Ah,
you could say
peace
I'm
and
pushing
quiet.
it,
Ah,
but the
now I can
traveler
find
next to me
my
isn't. As
girlfriend
far as I know,
and
she
my
is planning to visit
beautiful
other
family.
locations, and it is unclear if she will return to Narukami Island or not.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
Therefore, there's no need to limit her freedom.
Anyway, how is
I'm
everybody
sure
today?
No one else will hear of what happened today. Am I right, traveler?
Well, it's settled then. She will always be an important partner to Watatsumi, and I would never dream of limiting her freedom.
In the end, it doesn't even matter anymore.
But if I ever
Because
find out you lied to me again,
Julian
there's a chance I'll lose my cool.
is a...
I want you.
It's a serious matter.
Or what?
I didn't want outside parties to become involved.
Otherwise,
But today, I realized my poor judgment.
I was gonna make you.
How could I possibly hide anything from Detective
How many
Heiso and the
people?
Traveler?
How many people you think will watch this stream specifically in the
I'm
future?
glad you understand now. But in all honesty, I'm the one who should be thanking you. It's because of you that I was finally able to reach an answer.
But it won't
After
work.
all,
Yep.
nothing makes a detective happier than putting a case to rest.
Ah, I understand now. You really are an interesting person, Detective
Burned
Heiso.
yourself with what? A spatula?
No, I'm
An
afraid you
oven?
don't quite
An
get
air
what
fryer?
Ow.
An air fryer?
Sorry?
Wait,
No.
Paimon gets this one.
Blue fire?
Answer to your question, right? The
Hmm.
one about the thing you sensed coming from
Okay,
below the
okay.
other.
How did you burn yourself with blue fire? Blue fire don't even exist in this world.
Thing you sense coming from me?
And that hurt the heck out of me.
But
You'll be alright. You'll be alright, kid. Just walk it off for a day. Be alright.
Like that.
Hey,
I burned my
traveler.
legs. How
Can
dare
I
you?
talk to you for a moment? Besides, I haven't had a chance to thank you yet.
What are we? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Papyrus. Burn water.
Hey.
I got the human sand.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Watatsumi Island. It's remarkable how such a barren land can give life to such wonderful and stunning scenery. To be honest, I
Well.
am grateful to you for this trip.
Well, we know what happened to
Before you
Sans
arrived,
now.
I was running around like a...
His brother brutally murdered him in the fire.
Even if I happened to find out what was going on here, I wouldn't have been able to uncover any concrete information without you present.
What?
Just sorry that I promised I'd accompany you
Without
back.
no body.
It appears that I won't be able to do so for the time being. So please, have a funny meantime, okay? It's
Good
all in the
one.
past now. Let's just chalk it up as an intriguing experience I had on my trip here. Besides, that's not what I wanted to investigate anyway. Yes, everyone you led me to and everything they said brought me closer to the answer. And now I finally get it. Watatsumi Island is an ancient land where the soil is poor and many crops do not grow because it's lacking a certain thing. But what the inhabitants of this land do have is bravery. They were courageous enough to stand up and resist the gods and accomplish what they knew could not be done.
Well,
This is yet another instance in which that
drink
certain
your
thing shines. That missing
drink your pee.
element, that certain thing is what I sensed present in Gora, Todoroki, Tokuda, and Masashi, which is the true vitality of this land.
just always
I
dried
guess
up.
I was mistaken when I declared that something was missing. That something from this island had evaporated into thin air.
Dude, how many
Because even
how many
something
mean
that
people are gonna
evaporates
make
isn't
out of these
gone.
streams I've been?
It's still there, just in a different state of being. When water is heated by fire, it evaporates and eventually finds its place in the sky. Similarly,
I can
when
see
the
the fan
land was
art, I can
harmed,
see
its
all of the
vitality evaporated
memes
and
coming out of
eventually
these
found
streams.
its
It's gonna be
place among the
hilarious.
inhabitants. This is the final answer I've been searching for.
That's crazy. Yo, Niko.
Anyway,
What?
thanks again. You know,
That's
even though
crazy.
we just met,
What?
I wish you could be my partner all the time.
It's crazy. It's gonna be memes.
Call me
out of
Grady, I guess.
you. That's
But,
crazy.
of course,
Eh.
I know that's impossible. You have your own journey to complete. So I'll just keep doing what I can. Hopefully keeping my memories from
I hope you'll
evaporating.
always be my partner.
Safe and sound in
Definitely
my
got to
way.
say that to my
That way,
partner in the
I'll
play.
always be
That
able
is
to
my
remember
assistant.
these
Definitely
beautiful
don't need it.
things.
Definitely got to remember that.
Tatsumi Island. The people who are full of life and vitality. And you two, who are by my side.
Oh, that's a cute. Aw. Okay, I wonder how I'm gonna get.
Help me.
On what?
On. Okay.
Better not be a dente. To tell you, but joking on it.
We don't talk about that, okay?
Yeah,
Something
boy.
vital has gone. See, no,
Running.
I thought so too. But
Uh-huh.
after that,
Okay, that's.
I had the same
let's-
dream over and
Let's
over
have a
again.
skip.
Interestingly,
only
I
in
didn't
scouts
have the same
to
dream
hang out.
again
You just
after
skip.
I left this place. So
Why?
I became even more intrigued. Was this really just some random dream? Some people believe that dreams represent the divine's helping
Genshin.
hand, which I suppose is
Why
understandable.
did it take him so goddamn long to implement it?
If you ask me, dreams have nothing to do with the gods. Instead, they are flashes of
Yeah,
intuition.
you busting a nut.
It was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island.
I guess
that
I'll do another hangout tomorrow.
suddenly vanished. So I decided to accept this little commission from my intuition and investigate to see if I could come up with any compelling findings. Unfortunately, the investigation has had little progress up to this point. Who knows? I felt there was something peculiar about them, so I pretended to get captured to see if there were any leads that would surface. And that's when you showed up. Nah, don't worry about it. These guys were just a bunch of small fries. Besides, your arrival is much more important to me. I have a feeling you can help me find the answer to my dream. So how would you like to partner up on this one? We can work together to solve the mystery. Yes, of course, I understand.
Brain
Well,
cells.
What kind of brain cells?
Reality.
it's a deal then, partner. So, let's get started, shall we? First, we can search the camp for clues.
Dang it.
The campfire, and I got that. Okay. All I need is a pickle. I need to see pickle. Pickle. I need 6
Okay.
Great.
What the heck, Jules?
Isn't that bizarre? Something that was an unexpected response. It'd be right at home in a novel. Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place, so I became even more intrigued. Was this really just some random dream? Some people believe that dreams
What?
represent the divine's helping hand.
Excuse?
I suppose is understandable.
Okay.
However, if you ask me, dreams have nothing to do with the gods. Instead,
I
they
did.
are flashes of intuition. It was my intuition telling me that there was something important about this island that, poof, suddenly vanished. So I decided to accept this little commission from my intuition and investigate to see if I could come up with any compelling findings. Unfortunately, the investigation has had little progress up to this
Baka.
point.
Don't say that.
Who knows? I felt there was something peculiar about them. Nah, don't worry about it.
Are you sure you?
Ah, what a sterling example of dedication. In that case,
Don't.
I'll
I'm
accompany
kidding,
you back
dude.
to the police station first. We can discuss the issue of Watatsumi Island
Well, he
later.
exposed himself.
Wait, what? I'm not. I'm just joking. Oh, no, that sounds like a villain.
Who?
No! Did you bump into something? Well, if...
We got him, boys.
I'm not Barb Simpson.
What you
Hi
say?
there.
What you say, Bart? I told you to stop calling me that, Bart! You stupid little flicker.
Yes. I ate too much burritos.
You're joking, right? Are you being for real?
Yeah, for real.
I ate burritos too.
Oh, look who showed up. Hazo, you're finally back. Listen, if you took any longer to come back, everyone at the police station would be toast.
You say that every time I come back, Uesugi. However, something does feel a little unusual about the police station this time.
Come on, would I ever lie to you? Madame Kujo-Sara is here, and she's on the warpath, so be on the lookout.
What's that lady doing here?
Doshin Shikanoi, I see you finally returned. Please, enlighten us. What have you been doing recently?
Okay. I was just out investigating a case.
Don't give me that. I checked the records here. You didn't take any cases.
Actually, it's a case of personal relevance to me. These two can attest to that.
Traveler? Paimon, what are you two doing here?
We're the ones who brought Hazel back.
Brought him back? Can someone please explain?
Well, Madame Kujo-Sara, because we couldn't locate Doshin Shikanoi, we commissioned Detective Ryuji from the detective agency. Shortly after, Ryuji returned to tell us, that he had given the commission to the Traveler, and then...
It used to be that the Tenryo Commission assisted others with disappearances, but it seems these days others are now assisting us. You've done it this time, Shikanoi. I think I've really seen it all.
I mean, is it really so unusual for officers and citizens to assist one another?
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but it was definitely an investigation. He even pretended to be captured by Nobushi and treasure hoarders.
Oh? Is that so? Well, since you were testifying for him, I suppose I won't ask any more questions. But, since you're here, I have an extra favor to ask.
Oh my, Future Star got a favor to do. Oh my.
Temporary supervisor. It'll be your duty to ensure that he handles his case properly. that he doesn't disappear and neglect his work again. I'll be sure that the police station prepares the appropriate compensation.
Oh, yes, Traveler. I'm sure we'd all really appreciate it.
I'm back and my body hurts.
Hazel
I
seems
ate
to
too
be
much
happy with
spicy
the idea.
burritos. I still didn't take. Oh yeah?
Wait, what?
You should thank the Traveler this time, Doshin Shikanoin. Otherwise,
Did you eat, dude?
I think I would have let you off so easily.
4K.
Here, take
What?
this letter of complaint.
He said
It's
F
written
you.
against you. Please consider carefully what to do with it. I do not wish to see another one. Understood?
Huh? Someone filed a complaint. That can't be right. Why would there be a complaint letter?
And there's Yako again.
No, it really
Detective in
doesn't
blue.
add up. You two don't get it. Although Madame Kujo-Sara just made some harsh remarks, we all know that Heizo Senpai is really good when it comes to cases. He's the biggest asset in our team. Several leaders have risen through the ranks as a result of his achievements. He's
What?
definitely no slacker.
Then he must have gotten himself into some kind of trouble.
Well, let me see what's the deal here. Since you agreed to be my temporary supervisor, you'll find the desk where new case files are kept right over there.
For anyone who's watching this stream, what should be the next hangout I'll do for tomorrow if you had to pick?
Of course, but first,
Other
let's
than
confirm
Kyle
what's
over here
going on
being an idiot.
and whether or not the letter's legit. Please, have a look at the case files first.
Alright, pick the next hangout to do for tomorrow. Chat, pick the one you want to do for tomorrow.
You know what you should do?
What?
What should I do? Oh, okay, dude.
Dory! Dory 1? Any guess the hint? No. Dory once. Anybody else? Anyone else? Anyone else for tomorrow's stream for a hangout? Dory. I guess Dory wins. Dory's is tomorrow. And no, I don't know that. Bendy's the guy, not me, okay?
Fuck, my fucking scissors just broke. I always have a backup.
Hazel tax fraud? What's that? Sounds interesting, whatever it is. Who would give a dog such a strange name?
You telling me, Paimon?
Hey, Paimon, shut the fuck up.
Not him again.
Shut up, Goofy. Yo, I will whoop that ass over you, Goofy.
Wait, what?
Have you gone through the case files? Is there anything that caught your eye?
I break the door. Like, come here, motherfucker. Yo, come at me, bitch.
That case should be easy enough. Just leave it to Uesugi. This complaint letter I received is more important. I was hoping I wouldn't have to drag you into this. It's just occurred to me that with your help, I might be able to wrap up this program.
Alright then, tell us about the complaint letter.
It's from Sango, the president of Granton Sango Detective Agency. I assume you've met her before?
You
can say that. Sango's complaint letter accuses me of abusing my power for personal gain and blatantly
Wait, what?
concealing the truth behind the Ryuji case from years ago.
Wait, what? Wait a minute, what?
Seriously, do I really seem like a type of
Wait a
person
minute,
who
what'd you say?
Concealing the truth, that definitely sounds
No,
like
I
something
don't.
we would do.
Hey, don't
No,
judge
I'm
a
old
book by
school,
its
Jack.
cover. All right.
I'm a
Let's just
boomer.
go to the detective agency and talk to Sango.
But I'm a
I need to speak
boomer.
with her to get to the bottom of this.
It's like maybe like a year, at least a year, if not this year.
Dude, I'm not. I don't keep up with everything that's going on with these kids these days. I'm a boomer.
They explode.
You're just calling yourself over there.
What? I am a boomer. Got a problem with that, Jack? Who you? Back in my days, we didn't have Genshin or.
I'm glad you're all right. How about some tonkatsu? You must have missed the taste of home after so long. Maybe next time. Seems like somebody's been expecting me.
If it was that easy.
I'm afraid they're only going to be disappointed once again.
Well, look who it is. The great Detective Hazo. What nonsense were you talking about just now?
Wait, what?
I've been worried about you know, so much so that I
Wait,
took the
what?
trouble to write that heartfelt letter to the Tenryo Commission. Well, was
Okay, that was a sussy thing I just heard.
Uh-oh. We're at it again.
That was sus, by the way.
Let's not waste the traveler's time, Sango. Just tell me, what do you want?
Fine by me. My request is simple. Disclose all the details of the Ryuji case. It's time you stop hiding the truth and let me investigate it thoroughly.
First of all, that case has already been solved. Second, I've disclosed everything the police station has on the case. And third...
Enough! You can only fool Ryuji with that. If you don't want to cooperate, I can assure you that I will write more letters to the headquarters of the Tenryo Commission. I will not give up on this case.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh look, you sent me something. What the heck did you send me, Baka?
Alright, let me explain. Several years ago, a terrible murder took place.
He's saying a picture of Kyle and him kissing. Oh my god!
My dear boss,
Julian!
Due to various factors, I was deemed to be the top suspect, which is why it's called the Ryuji case. Also,
You see, I'm crazy.
Hazel wasn't a part of the police station back then. He was a detective at the agency, which at the time was called the
Who you calling
Bonton
crazy?
Sango and Hazel Detective Agency.
No, you're the crazy one, remember?
Wait, then why did Hazel leave?
Yep.
After the incident, I was quickly convicted and sent to prison. Fortunately, Sango then promptly proved my innocence and caught the real murderer.
But that murderer was actually just a dummy to throw us off. Am I right, Detective Shikinoue?
Wait, what?
Sango thought that everything went smoothly, so much so that she suspected the real murderer was someone else. Of course, Detective Hazel was also
Alright,
the
take him out.
But after a long time, he still came up empty-handed. Later on, he decided to join the police station to continue his investigation on the inside.
Yep.
Which is why
You just...
the detective agency.
That's what I thought too. I was foolish
You
enough to
just
believe that
exposed
Detective
yourself,
Shikinoue
dude.
and I shared a common goal. But I was wrong about him. He has
Yeah.
no sense of loyalty at all.
You exposed yourself, Julian. We don't talk about moms on here. We don't talk about people's parents anymore.
Stop exaggerating. Let me set the record straight.
Kyle,
First,
bring me my
I
evidence.
station long after that murder case happened, and it had nothing to do with any inside investigation. That's just somebody's wishful thinking. Second, purely out of curiosity,
Thank you.
I did investigate the case.
That what he said?
from the police station.
Okay.
My conclusion was that the suspect Sango had caught
Alright.
was in fact the real murderer. And lastly, when Sango didn't buy my conclusion and asked me to disclose all related case files from the police station,
Alright,
I did
Julian.
exactly
You're
as
going to
she
jail
asked.
for 50 years.
I didn't hide anything.
You ain't getting out. Can't...
He's lying right through his teeth.
Yep. For saying about mom jokes and dad jokes. This is your punishment. Have
Since
fun.
the traveler's my supervisor today, they have complete access to all the police stations.
And don't drop the soap in there.
If she's willing to help re-examine the case and arrives at the same conclusion that I did, then you won't have to doubt me anymore. Unless you get Come on, say it.
Oh god, we're crazy,
It's not
bro.
about
Bro, we're
whether the
crazy.
traveler's trustworthy. I'm just wondering if you will interfere somehow.
Bro, we're crazy, Kyle. We're crazy.
You have to swear that you will not mislead the traveler by any means, and let her investigate the truth on her own.
No problem. Cross my heart, hope
Bro,
to
we're
die.
crazy, ain't we, Kyle?
Well, traveler, Are you willing to help me with this? Will you agree to re-examine the Ryuji case and find the truth? You can bill me later for however much you'd like as compensation.
Oh wow.
Sango, really? However much they want.
Money is valuable, no doubt. But pursuing the truth is the reason we started this agency. The Ryuji case is the only case I failed to solve. I am willing to give you anything. All right. I'm counting on you, Traveler.
I'm counting on you, Traveler.
You hear that, Detective Shikanoin? Ha! Now we just need to
Doing Heizo's hangout.
Alright, I got it. No need to keep yammering like that. Who scared the kids next door?
Who you calling a numbnut?
Come on, let's go back to the police station.
I ain't a nut. That's Julian. Julian numbnut. For what? Oompa loompa doopity boop. We are going to fuck in the ass.
Yeah. That is disturbing.
Wait, what? It's a joke. It was a joke, you idiot. That was a joke, you idiot.
I know, but my comeback was hilarious.
Yeah, you got me off guard. Like, I'm like, wait, what? I was like, wait, what?
Hang out here for a sec. I need to go to the archives to get the case files. For now, why don't you go and chat with Yuriki Owada over there? He worked on this case too back in the day.
Oh wait, hold on. My balls itch.
What?
No, you misunderstand.
Wait, if you
I want you to look into this.
your balls is, that
It's
means
just
you
that
need
you're
some
the only one
pussy
who
or
can.
ass to do.
You're the only one I can think of who Sango would ever believe. She trusts in both your qualities and abilities. So I hope your findings can finally convince her and put an end to this whole thing. Sure, she's just writing complaint letters for now, but who knows what she will do in the future. Alright, I'll go get those case files. You go ahead and talk to Yuriki Owada for a while.
Yep, he just fucked the boy. He's
No, I didn't. I was just clapping my hands, bro.
nah.
That's all I was doing. Wait, look. All I was doing.
It sounded like you're smashing booty cheeks.
So you want to reinvestigate that one? That was several years ago now.
Yep.
I still remember it clearly.
Got some cereal, guys.
Forget something like that.
I got some cereal,
Especially when the victim was
and
the
I'm
head of the police
gay.
station. His name was Takatsukasa Isamu, the younger brother of Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He was really one of a kind, decisive,
Man, we're
brave, and
crazy.
smart. He was much younger than me, and already had quite a reputation. I'm sure he would have gone far in the Tenryo Commission, if only he was still alive. What a shame. Who would have guessed someone was plotting against him? People will believe anything they hear. Everyone in the police station knew that Ryuji saw Takatsukasa Isamu like a father. Ryuji was an orphan, you know. Before he joined the station, he had been taking odd jobs here and there. It was Isamu who really took him under his wing. Ryuji was simple and not particularly bright, but he was very loyal to those who treated him well. He's also hard-working. Isamu must have seen these qualities in him. And
Okay.
decided to keep
Wink,
Ryuji
wink.
by his
Don't
side.
know.
Ryuji worked with him for years after that, and was even promoted to be his personal assistant. Do you really
Oh
think
yeah.
Ryuji would do anything to harm him?
I had it before, but it's been a long time, dude.
That's what I mean.
Well, here comes
Ooh,
the
yum.
interesting part of the case.
Is it good? Is it poison?
And before all the loose ends had even been tied up, Ryuji received his
Well,
conviction.
Kyle's about to be poisoned.
Moreover, it
What
was
should I tell
signed
your
by
girlfriend?
Kujo Sara.
What? Why would Sara do something like that?
I'm getting older now, and my eyesight is poor. I can't see too clearly anymore.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, but Kyle has
There's nothing to see. It's
him.
obvious that the Kujo clan did it.
I'm sorry.
You can't just go around saying things like that, Wisuki. Those were just hearsay. There was no evidence.
That's not true. Traveler, you may be unaware that the Takatsukasa clan has always been assisting the Kujo clan in the Tenryou Commission. But who doesn't want to be the boss, right? And Takatsukasa Isamu was the key figure for the Takatsukasa clan to bring down the Kujo clan. At that time, no one was held in higher regard than Isamu. So, naturally, the Kujo clan saw him as a potential threat. Kujo Takayuki must have been planning it all along, that rascal. Takayuki is able to control the Takatsukasa clan as long as he's in power. But by the time he retires, Isamu would have been at the apex of his political power, while Masahito and Kamaji of the Kujo clan would still have been too young. The two of them wouldn't stand a chance against Isamu. You'd think Kujo Takayuki would simply sit back while Isamu gained traction? So he decided to strike first.
You youngsters and your conspiracy theories.
No, it's true. It's the only way to explain it. Otherwise, why
What?
would an impartial person like Madame Kujo-Sara sign Ryuji's conviction so quickly?
You must be hearing things. Yeah, I'm sure. You must be hearing things
Takatsukasa
again.
clan, so Kujo Takayuki must have told her to sign it immediately.
Oh, I just smelled it. Oh, God.
Madame Kujo-Sara
Smell like an atomic bomb just got.
Maybe she had no other choice.
Somebody call the freaking air cleaner people right quick. Like, gosh. It is rotten.
The guy was a forensic expert who worked in the station named Shiroyama. I have to admit, it wasn't easy to track down.
Or the burritos.
Sango really is something, though. She caught him without even breaking a sweat. It turned out that after
I think he
poisoning
had
Isamu,
diarrhea.
Shiroyama secretly took the poison to Ryuji's place in order to frame him. Later on, the poison was also found in the forensic office, but that was already after Shiroyama's death. He confessed everything in a testament.
That's right. He hung himself in the forensic office not long after Sango was on his
At least we're
trail.
chilling. Nobody's acting crazy, screaming at the top of their lungs.
Before he would be caught.
Right?
Of course, he didn't admit whether he had been prompted by Kujo Takayuki. He took the
At least nobody is screaming at the top of their lungs.
I bet Kujo Takayuki promised him a sizable compensation. After all, Shiroyama had a family.
There you go again.
Yeah.
Pulling conclusions out of thin air. There wasn't any evidence of that at all.
Listen, I can almost guarantee that it was the Takatsukasa clan who invited Sango to investigate. We all knew that Ryuji was just a scapegoat. You think the Takatsukasa clan wouldn't figure that out? They're not stupid. So, they were suspicious of the Kujo clan and invited Sango to take the case. However, the Kujo clan were still a step ahead and were able to remove themselves from the situation before the whole thing blew up. They drove Shiroyama to take all the blame as well as his own life. A perfectly clean cut for the Kujo clan. With Shiroyama dead, there was no one left to testify. Even the Electro Archon herself wouldn't be able to do anything.
You make up stuff faster than a politician. It's a wonder nobody's asked you to be an advisor yet.
Hey, that's their loss.
The whole thing is starting to sound complicated.
Hey, I brought the files. I bet you got quite an earful just now, huh? But don't believe everything they say. After all, people can tell you anything, and it's hard to separate truth from rumors.
Sound like Kyle's having a good time over there eating all that cereal. Does it taste good?
Everything laid out here is all that the police station has about the case. Please, take a look. Remember, you may find many
You sure it ain't
clues to an
poison, right?
investigation,
Okay.
but not all of them are useful. And in some cases,
Okay,
clues
nothing
that
weird
will
on
not
it?
only
Alright.
be useless, but downright misleading. Also, if a clue cannot corroborate anything on its own, you can always compare it with other clues, and maybe then you'll find what you're looking for. Okay, that should just about do it. I'm looking forward to your results.
Hold on. What actually counts as a result?
Usually, you only find two things from these clues. A proven
Bless
motive
me.
and proven means. Once you can confirm these two things, the
Yeah.
criminal can be proven guilty.
Thank you.
Alright, you can go ahead and get started now. I look forward to hearing your verdict.
Wait, what? You like hentai? Oh my god. He likes hentai! Ah!
Yikes!
He likes hentai! Run for the hills, everybody! Ah!
Hey!
Anyone done the hangouts in Genshin at all, or no? I only done like, my old account only done like Bennett's and Barbas.
Well, you don't even need your own account now.
Nope. But I'm just saying, really I don't do the hangouts because it's just to me it's kind of a waste of time sometimes. If you know what I mean. But with doing all the live streams is a different story though. It's more fun.
So, what did you find? Have you come to a conclusion? Really? You found the criminal's motive and means that quickly? Huh, awesome. Alright, let's talk about the motive first. What clue reveals the criminal's motive? Excellent work. According to the victim's message, the two had deep conflicts. Although we cannot confirm whether the poison had been requested by the victim or not, it is true that Isamu used Shiroyama's family to blackmail him. Such circumstances could be enough motive for Shiroyama to commit the crime.
But wasn't Takatsukasa Isamu good to Shiroyama? He even went to Shiroyama's house to bring health supplements. But maybe he didn't really bring health supplements. Maybe it was something bad.
Is that what you think, Paimon? Well, we later found out that what Takatsukasa Isamu sent to Shiroyama's house was indeed health supplements. But if you consider the circumstances, what he sent wasn't important. What was important is that sending the supplements was actually a dangerous signal. Isamu was essentially implying, I can put anything in your wife's supplements at any time. If you really care about her safety, then get me what I want.
So scary! Your assumption sounds like a real threat! You're not really that dark inside, are you?
You don't really catch criminals by standing in the light, do you? Basically, these two clues work to verify each other, and the murderer's motive is confirmed. Now, all that's left is the means of the crime. Next, which clue confirms the criminal's means? So, what did you find? Have you come to a conclusion? Bingo! The autopsy report confirms that the cause of death was a special toxin. The testament indicates that Shiroyama used his position as a forensic expert to mix the toxin into the cold medicine taken by the deceased. But is that really the truth? Is it not possible that the toxin was mixed into the fish liver paste? Well, according to the toxicology report, this white powder only dissolves in water. Neither rice nor the fish liver paste could be used as a carrier of the toxin. The cold medicine was the only option. Putting the poison elsewhere would not only fail to guarantee a lethal dose, but would also increase the chance of it being noticed by the deceased. Therefore, the means is also confirmed.
Add that to the motive for the crime and... Whoa! So the murderer really was Shiroyama!
Yep, pretty clear-cut, wouldn't you say? Look, I really don't know what Sango is so suspicious about.
Yeah, it's pretty clear-cut. Huh. You could say it's almost too clear-cut.
Oh? Well, let's hear them. Maybe I have answers. What's bugging you? This also puzzles me. Maybe someone doesn't want us being privy to the content inside, or maybe Shiroyama tore a bunch of pages out by accident.
But I ain't doing all of the freaking hangout, just doing some of it
this
for,
isn't
just
essential
for a
to the
live
case.
stream, you know?
Like I said before, a lot of what comes up in an investigation is irrelevant information. The crucial elements are Shiroyama's motive and means, which we have established. Maybe the report was wrong. The International Trade Association is a gathering place for merchants from all over. Countless merchants pass through the port of Rito every day. It's natural for there to be a couple of missing records here or there. Very nice. Top marks for attention to detail. It doesn't have any real bearing on the case, but let me explain how that works for you. So, why would Madame Kujo-Sara sign one conviction sentencing Ryuji to temporary incarceration awaiting trial, and another conviction sentencing Shiroyama to death? You may have heard some rumors back at the station that when this case first came up, the Kujo clan higher-ups were in dire need of a scapegoat to keep the Takatsukasa clan off their backs. And poor Ryuji became the successful candidate. In less than a week, the conviction was drafted, sent to Madame Kujo-Sara, and signed. Allegedly, she knew what it was about as soon as she saw it, and signed it with no questions asked. But anyone who buys this story clearly doesn't know that much about Madame Kujo-Sara. She's the most principled person in the entire Tenryo Commission, for goodness sake. So, how would she respond to a case filled with unanswered questions and no confession from the suspect?
Oh, you mean...
Exactly. Before she signed it, she changed Ryuji's conviction from the death sentence to temporary incarceration. Ryuji escaped a disastrous fate without ever realizing it. Had Madame Kujo-Sara not changed his sentence, Sango would have been seeking justice for a dead man.
Why was Sara so lenient with Ryuji?
That's the wrong question. This wasn't about Ryuji, but Madame Kujo-Sara's principles. The conviction could have been for a Ryuji, a Guji, heck, even a Tanuki, and she would have made the same decision. Given the enormous pressure she was under at the time, I'd say she did the most she could. Don't you think?
Pressure? Really? Was someone higher up putting pressure on Sara?
The pressure came from all sides. The deceased was the leader of the police station and the rising star of the Takatsukasa clan. All eyes were on this case. How this became reduced to the unimaginative rumor that Madame Kujo-Sara convicted Ryuji under pressure from her superiors, I have no idea.
Ugh. Rumors here, conspiracy theories there. Lies at every turn.
Fortunately, Madame Kujo-Sara works in an open and transparent manner, and pays no heed to rumors like this. She just rolls her eyes and forgets all about them. Just because she has never publicly clarified the truth doesn't mean she was hiding anything. So when I asked her about it, saying it was relevant to a case I was working on, she just told me how it was. Believe me, in this case, more than any other, I have checked every last detail. Well, I've answered all your lingering questions, and you've checked all the material the police station has, so... what do you think? Case closed?
Paimon still feels like something doesn't add up. But then again, Heizo did give us all the files the police station had. Ugh, this is annoying.
I don't follow. Enlighten me.
Huh, right! Why do you keep emphasizing police station every single time?
You tell me. why do I keep emphasizing police station every time? So we're finally here, huh? I was starting to think our investigation was about to end a little early. That would have been a real shame. And alive, you finally saw through my little game. You're absolutely right. There is other information that the police station doesn't have. Reason being? It's my own evidence. And this evidence should help answer a couple of your questions more clearly. Why was the research log from the Office of Forensic Science blank? And where did the white powder come from?
Aha! Paimon knew you were keeping secrets!
Don't you have secrets too?
No? No, definitely not.
Let's talk somewhere else. This isn't the best place for this discussion.
Okay, Heizo. Ooh, got an achievement. That's me. What the heck, Kyle?
Let's talk here. Alright. Here's the secret I've been keeping all along. The torn out pages from the research log of the Office of Forensic Science.
Great! But Paimon can't believe you kept this a secret all this time!
It's not like you think. I wasn't the one
Still
who
doing
tore
high
the
though?
pages.
Why?
Look, just read it over first.
Nah, it's the long. I'm doing the long road.
Finished?
I'm only doing like at least 2 for now. I ain't doing all the. Try to get all the endings, if you know what I mean.
Powder in the cold medicine. Oh wait, what? Where'd you conjure that answer up from? Try again. That's correct. The white powder was Shiroyama's invention. As a forensic doctor, he provided a special cold medicine for Takatsuka.
Well, what you want to play tonight, Ruby or something?
The autopsy report showed that this medicine contained a high volume of
I don't blame you. Same here, man.
vegetable extracts. Then, he tricked Ryuji into sending fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu. When the two substances were taken together, a toxic dose of the substance formed in his body. This is the real modus operandi.
Fair enough. I already logged into my Honkai for today. I got like almost 60-some wishes.
Both completely harmless.
True.
Hey, I'm going for Saber, so why not, right?
But when combined, poof. That's it. It was not him who wanted to hide it, but the person
I won't mind.
behind him.
And let me guess that she's gonna be muted the whole time.
Aren't you curious where I found these pages from the research log? It was in Kujo Takayuki's secret warehouse.
Damn.
After I found the missing pages,
They ain't gonna put the Japanese over it to make it cool.
that Shiroyama had worked for Kujo Takayuki.
I mean, that's what I wish Hoyo did with some of their characters. Like, just put Japanese over it and everybody will be fine. So it don't feel weird when you hear no character talk.
I guess you could say
It
that
feels
Kujo
weird, you
Takayuki's
know?
investment paid dividends in this case. Of course,
I mean, make them say a sound like eep,
after the Vision Home
ah,
3 came to an
oh, you know, like a sound or something, just to give a cue, like, oh, they're talking. Then just see their mouth moving, but nothing saying.
To avoid coming under suspicion, Madame Kujo-Sara put me in charge of...
I'm just one of them people. It does irritate the mess out of me.
I found a huge stash of fish liver paste in his secret warehouse. Nothing hugely incriminating about that, of course, but I still took the trouble to open each and every package until finally... I had to concede that this really was just a huge stash of fish liver paste. But then, underneath
For the
floor
skip
tiles,
button.
where the fish liver paste was stacked, I found a secret compartment with this torn-off research report lying inside.
So it was him who wanted to frame Ryuji all along.
True.
What a nasty piece of work.
Yeah, I don't know what Bendy got the relics from. I don't know. He done all the relic grind. All I've been doing is leveling up and talents and Lycone leveling up. That's all I've been doing.
As a forensic doctor, and asked him to develop a special poison on his behalf. But Shiroyama was already working for the Kujo clan, so he refused.
Well, for me, yeah, for me, my Caphorus, Dragon Girl, Blade, Trailblazer, and Natasha level 80. Lycone's all level 80. Talents are almost getting down to level up all the way. Just got to kill their bosses a couple times, and then I'll have them almost fully built. Give or take.
Killed the latter with the white powder once it was fully developed. Meanwhile, Ryuji's only role in this case was to deliver the fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu on Shiroyama's orders, completely unaware of the fact that he was being used as a pawn and that this was a key ingredient needed to create the poison. After the incident, Kujo Takayuki hoped to make Ryuji the fall guy.
Once I'm done with this, I'll probably jump on Ruby. We can play some Ruby. I'll probably live stream it for the hell of it. Sound good?
Kujo Takayuki grew nervous that the truth would get out.
Because I ain't gonna play. I'll probably play Gravity Rush probably after I'm done with Diona's tomorrow for a live stream. Just do a little bit of Diona. Hang out.
This secret formula, so he hid it.
You know I burp as I said Diona? That is very weird.
Wanted to have it on hand just in case he needed to employ it again in the future and make someone else disappear.
This Kujo Takayuki is an evil lunatic. We've got
Evil lunatic.
Whatever his current punishment is, it needs to be 10 times worse.
That's funny, probably not.
Practically impossible. One research log found in his warehouse doesn't prove anything. Even I can think of 100 excuses. Besides, Ryuji directly contributed to Takatsukasa Isamu's death by delivering the fish liver paste to him. The fact that he was unaware of the true nature of the situation doesn't matter.
But he's still innocent, right? Isn't it just a coincidence? Paimon really doesn't get how the law works.
Legally speaking, the judge would most likely rule that it was accidental. But in practice, Ryuji may still have to end up shouldering some responsibility.
So basically, you've been hiding the truth all this time to protect Ryuji.
Mental trauma doesn't heal as easily as physical wounds. My biggest worry is that Ryuji would struggle to cope if he knew the truth. He's like an innocent child. He freely gives his trust and his love to everyone that treats him well. That's why he thought of Takatsukasa Isamu as a father figure. I'm pretty sure that to this day, he has never paused to wonder whether Takatsukasa Isamu was actually a good person, or if Sango just hired him as a gopher, or why I left the detective agency. If he found out the facts about Takatsukasa Isamu, I'm afraid it would crush him.
Where'd Alex go?
Who, Julian?
Well, as you can see,
I don't know. Probably off jerking off
a little less confident than people
or getting
might
booty
think.
fucked by a gay guy.
To prevent Ryuji from getting hurt, I covered up the truth. But by doing so, have I held him back?
Same.
Did I do the right thing? I couldn't turn to anyone for help, and everyone around me thinks I'm so smart that I should just be able to handle every case on my own. Even if I tried to discuss it with them, they'd just say, "Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Hazo, no problem's too difficult for you." But you're different. Unlike them, you don't have that kind of prejudice towards me. You've traveled far and wide and have had all kinds of experiences. I must have taught you a lot. Most importantly, my intuition tells me that you're someone special, that I can trust you and that you can help me. Right? So, I'd like you to be the one to decide whether we should expose the truth or not. Oh, you don't need to tell me what you decide, and you certainly don't need to decide right now. Let's just say I'm leaving this teensy-tiny matter up to you. Alright, let's head back to the detective agency. You can mull it over on the way. Once you've made up your mind, just tell Ryuji and Sango your verdict.
It's 2. was going on long. My gosh.
Hey, Traveler. Hey, Detective Hazo. You're back already, huh? I bet you're tired. Well, I just bought some tonkatsu. Care to join me? There's plenty for everyone.
We'd love to. But wouldn't you like to hear the results of our investigation first?
No matter what you were able to find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down first. Besides, if Sango's not happy with the results, we might not have anything to eat later.
Come on, Ryuji, pipe down. Let's hear the Traveler's conclusion first.
Okay then. Over to you, Hazel and Traveler.
Don't worry. Just tell us your findings. Everyone trusts you, as do I.
But how? How could this be?
Oof.
So, that's what really happened?
Ryuji, I know it's hard to accept, but...
Wait a minute. Sorry, I have quite the stomach ache. Sango, can I take the day off?
Sure, of course. Take the week if you need it.
Oh, Paimon hopes Ryuji will be okay.
I didn't expect things to turn out like this.
Sunday, right?
Yep.
Monday?
Just give him
Well,
some
technically
time to
Monday
accept.
now.
I think he'll eventually come to accept it.
I'm still a little worried though.
This, tomorrow.
What if he doesn't come to work tomorrow?
Then we'll go to him. Don't you worry about that, Sango.
Yep. I gotta
need some time to
Tuesday, I
process
think.
all of this too.
Because you only could do like 3. Because you only could do like, 3 per week.
Yeah, you can only. Well, the week's resetting this, so best time to do them is on Sunday.
I know. It ain't like Genshin. At least you can still get the bosses all in one try. You know? But yeah, the way...
And
But...
once you get like 2 per run instead of just 1.
Yeah. True.
Ah, you're here. Don't worry. Ryuji came earlier this morning. I guess he can handle a lot more than I thought. I was honestly worried he'd suffer a breakdown. But as of today, it seems he'll be fine. He went over to Natsuke Nogen Crafts to buy something.
Let's go find him then. Shall we?
Before you go, Hazo, I
think all they cost is
kind of understand
What?
what you meant when you left.
Okay.
Oh, really? I'm happy to hear you say that. All right, time to find Ryuji.
Need to get 36.
36 what?
Of the one material that I need.
Oh.
I think. Unless it goes from, I don't know if there's gold of this material or not.
I don't know.
Yeah, I needed to get my Genshin. I need to do my dailies on Genshin, but at this point, I don't even know if it's even worth it.
Kinda not. If you're really not doing them.
I'm guaranteed for
with a little
skirt,
kid
and I got like what, 8 days, something like that now. To get like what,
Niko. 8 days right now.
Uncle Ryuji, was my daddy handsome? I've never seen what he looked like.
Of course. Takatsukasa Isamu was a very handsome man. Also, it's not uncle.
Oh wow.
Call me brother.
like,
But you look so old.
Well, I'm still your brother.
40 more?
Huh? How come?
Something like that, I guess.
Because he treated me like a son.
Huh? Who are you guys?
We're friends with your big brother Ryuji, and with your father too.
Oh, really? Yay!
Yeah, it's just a...
I've met loads of my daddy's friends today. Can you tell me some stories about him? I really want to hear them.
Sure. Why, I know enough stories about your old man that if I
Yeah,
started talking
that's what I'm
now,
saying, because I already went
we'd be
through
all
it and I
grown
just
up
don't feel like
before I
doing it
finished.
again.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I don't want to grow up too soon then.
It has
Maybe when I'm 100.
skip automatically.
No, 200 years old. No, 300 years old. Yep, I'm gonna wait until I'm 300 years old before I become a grown-up, so that I can make sure I finish all the stories first.
Oh, wow.
From the very beginning, and the settings.
That's good then. Online gotcha games, but you know. Okay, so there was a path we could have went there. So we could have lied and 3, 4. So basically, we could, okay. So I almost have all the Heizo's endings almost already from just, wow. What you doing, Kyle? For jerk off simulator? What you mean you saw what, dear? You saw nothing, right? Totally wasn't spamming you with blush, right?
Oh, have they approved it already? Huh. The Tenryo Commission certainly has become more efficient ever since Kujo Kanji
Yes.
took office.
So, what is Hazotalk's fraud?
It's an anti-fraud public awareness event. Basically, think of it as a short play about fraud. We'll get a few people to perform an entertaining in order to raise
Your
public
girlfriend too.
awareness about the issue.
Ooh, so it's a play?
Wait, what do you mean by my girlfriend?
Oh, I can tell she's naughty.
Fraud is a
Super
major
naughty.
issue. You've traveled between different nations. I'm sure Mora isn't really an issue for her. You have to understand that
I didn't meant for you to commit it. To confess it. It was a joke, you idiot, Kyle. I was kidding.
Serious.
Great. Great. She's gonna kick my ass if she sees his lights.
It's hard to say.
You could have just said yes, and then we could have moved on.
There's no doubt about that. But prevention is also a more worthwhile
Great, she's gonna kick
cause.
my butt for this.
Maybe only a small number of people who attend the event will ever actually encounter a scam artist. And even then, of the handful of attendees who encounter said scam artist, I doubt many of them will be able to see through the scammer's ruse.
What?
But if even only
They
one
raised...
person escapes the clutches of a scam artist because of my event, then I'm
Oh
willing to
god,
pay
did they
this
raise
price
the
for
prices
prevention.
now? Oh gosh. Okay.
Great. First, we need 3 actors, 2 to play the scam artists and 1 to play the victim.
What, dear?
I already have a couple candidates in mind for the roles of the scam artists, so come with me to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Alright, let's see this be another ending. I just want to get the other ending as well to detail the lie. See what happens, because it won't hurt. Yep. Make sure you mute yourself, Kyle. Thank you.
Hazo, what are you doing here, you little brat? Oh, and the Traveler, too. So, I assume you're here to see Lady Yae?
Hey, come on, cuz. Maybe I'm just here to see you.
Don't play your little games with me. If the Traveler isn't looking for Lady Yae, then you must be here looking for Etsu, right?
You still know me best, cuz.
Please wait here. I'll go get her.
Huh, so we're not here to see Niko? Bummer.
Poor Goro. That one you do with Goro with. She touches his tail. Lol.
Lady Yae to join a little event like mine?
Get the Traveler to ask her next time. She can do it.
Well, hello, Detective Hazo. It's been so long since you last came to see me. You know, it's cruel to keep a girl waiting.
Hey, community service isn't all bad, is it? I'm sure it's better than prison, at least.
That's right. I was careless and found myself caught up in a case of fraud. Detective Hazo arrested me, and I was sentenced to prison.
For the record, I'm not the one who technically arrested you.
Oh, come now, Detective Hazo. Don't pretend like you don't remember the part you played. You have a cold heart, Detective. Colder than an icicle in the middle of winter. How would those Doshin have nabbed me if you hadn't provided evidence of my involvement and whereabouts, They were so bland and functional. Not like you, Detective. When you took me down, you knew exactly what you were doing.
So, how did you end up here at the shrine?
I'm here doing community service, of course. After all the information Detective Hazo managed to squeeze out of me, he promised to help secure a reduced sentence from the court. But in the end, they hardly reduced my sentence at all. Even after serving a lengthy prison term, I am still required to perform community service. I have to spend the entire day sweeping leaves or wiping floors. Just look at what the work has done to my soft and delicate hands. So, don't believe a word that comes out of his mouth.
I helped you get community service because you were credited with assisting the investigation. But if you find
what did it say?
Exhausting, I can always send you back to prison again.
Oh, come on, Detective Hazo. Now you're just toying with me.
Don't give me that. Listen, I'd like to invite you to the anti-fraud event I mentioned last time. It's tomorrow night, and you'll be a VIP guest. Let's see. Appearing in the event would be equivalent to, what?
Yeah, you know Sony don't like to share their properties, Harley.
Only 5 days? That's hardly anything.
I know that. Oh, I know Nintendo's worse. We just don't talk about them because we know everybody knows Nintendo don't share their crap. At least Sony sort of share their mess.
3 days.
Only on PC though.
Go. Just stop playing with my heart. And may I ask?
I mean, at least with
also be coming as a guest tomorrow night?
Actually, Sony shared it on Xbox.
No wonder you're treating me so coldly today,
True.
Detective Hazo. Looks like you found someone else to keep you company.
Yeah, I mean Switch does have a Ryzen Lego on there, so.
I get what you see in them.
I mean, what else did Sony put on the Switch than that? Anybody know?
Now's not the time. If I hear
Thank you.
talking like that to my friend again,
Half of the other games are on PlayStation or on PC.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea they were your friend. Really.
Well, now you do. Just be sure you're ready tomorrow.
Yeah, it was at first.
Time of the event.
Let's go.
So don't be late. All right. On to our next candidate.
7.
Should be in town right about now.
Yeah. Because it was.
Crash Bandicoot, I think, is on Xbox now too.
Yeah, and Spyro.
Spyro.
Yep. Which is crazy to think about, because them two were PlayStation exclusives at first.
Oh, well, if it isn't Hazel. Thanks to you,
So crazy.
I haven't kicked the bucket
That's
yet.
like, darn.
Well, it's good to see you're alive. And
Their Xbox.
All right.
How does that work?
I know you wouldn't come see me for nothing.
I see you're still sharp as ever, Mr. Iba. Look,
But you know what I mean, they're part of Xbox. Of course you know Xbox is going to share it to Sony either way it goes. Like they did with Gears of War Reloaded.
71 this year. You think I want to make a fool of myself?
Are you sure? You know,
So at this point, why do you need an Xbox? Half of the games are going to PlayStation and MS. Just wait for that.
Your granddaughter Kazumi wants to take the chance to travel. If you participate, she can go without worrying about money at all.
I mean, I was going to get Series X. I wanted to play my 360 games. But it's like, wow, do I really need to waste the money now? What's the point? There ain't that many exclusives anymore.
You're Hazel's colleague, aren't you? How haven't you heard about this?
Well, it just so happens.
That's why I think a lot of people are going to what, the PC nowadays?
Back in the day. His IBA trading guild was even bigger than the current international trade association.
I can see. I mean, that's where I'm going to sooner or later, because, like, console gaming is killing us. Like, the prices for some games, and I miss the old days, man. I miss them old days, like the 360, you know, that all them there out there.
Otherwise, I don't think I would have ever seen the light of day again.
Well, if Hazel was so good to you, then
All in one what?
He's not as innocent as he looks, you know.
Oh, well, that ain't bad for $60.
When we're chatting outside.
I only need one game out of the Kingdom Hearts, and you...
Those are some pretty harsh words, Mr. Eva.
Steam.
I can help you with that event or whatever you call it.
Man alive.
That's a good deal, actually. You get a lot of games out of it. So that is a deal.
Show up and caution everybody about avoiding fraud. I'm sure it'd be beneficial for everyone. And Kazumi even agreed to come and listen. How can I explain to her
Why?
that you're too worried about being embarrassed?
Oh, why?
Even think that you feel no remorse at all.
You imbecile!
Wow.
You should have told me about this first.
Wow.
Come on now. How could I have known that you'd refuse to participate?
Why?
That's crazy.
You sir are a crafty one, just like your father.
So you'll join us?
What choice do I have? Using my granddaughter to force me into some event. People these days.
The world needs you to step up.
Oh, man, what it...
As well as the script. So don't forget to prepare.
All right, very well.
Well then. Now we only need to find the last person to play the role of the fooled victim. We don't want someone too clever for this role. Otherwise, they'd see right through this ruse and the drama would come to a grinding halt.
Not too clever. Oh! Paimon knows the perfect candidate.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Kyle.
I know that guy. I've seen him in the police station a handful of times, though I've never actually spoken to him before. Do you know where we can find him?
Well, we did just see a file called the Prince of Mischief in Hanamizaka. That's gotta be Ito. He must be in Hanamizaka.
Alright then. To Hanamizaka we go. Oh, but knowing his reputation, I'll need to bring a little something along just to guarantee we can secure his participation. You go ahead. I'll catch up.
You only get one body, so you gotta take care of it. But it's just as important to take
That's June 30th.
Oh, it really is. Oh, that means tomorrow. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, never mind. That's Wednesday. That's Wednesday.
Tuesday, you know.
Wait, Wednesday is new season. Rent a Girlfriend.
Nice.
How about that, kiddo? My little Prince of Mischief's got some moves,
Hey, look, it's Ryuji.
huh?
Hey,
Guess that means
it ain't
you're Onikabuto.
It's Ryuji.
Onikabuto.
Go at me, people. His name is Ryuji. Ain't Ito, it's Ryuji.
Huh? Oh, Paimon, my compadre. This
I mean,
is
it's
a
the same
nice
guy,
surprise.
voice.
What brings you out this
In
way?
Persona 5, that's why I call him Persona 5. Ryuji.
What? No, it's not. No, it's nothing like.
That was the only reason I wanted him, because
Look out for
because he
Onikabuto. Just for a
Ryuji. I'm
while
like,
for
I love
safety.
Ryuji.
And then, once they've gotten stronger, they can come and take him right back.
How did he screw you over?
You lose some.
I got him C2.
Oh, screw you,
Good
Baka.
attitude. All right, see you around.
I got it two times.
Bye.
Screw you, Baka.
No helping this guy.
Oh, an anti-fraud event? I'll level with you, compadre. I have no idea what that is, but
And the whole
if you want me
time I
there,
was just trying to get it off
nowhere
that
I'd
character,
rather
but the
be.
game's like, no, screw
Oh,
you,
except
win
that there's this
everything.
Onikabuto Battle Royale tomorrow.
I wish the
I'm
be
going to.
a freaking
It's gonna be huge.
boner like that. Got her.
Winner takes home all the Onikabuto. And as you can see, my Prince of Mischief has a pretty good chance of winning this thing. So, if it was any other day, you know.
Wow.
Do you think all of those Onikabuto together would be a match for my one? Here's a picture.
Wow.
Let me know what you think.
Huh? What this? What is this? How'd it get so big? What are you feeding this thing? Look at those beautiful.
Excuse you, sir. The bathroom's around the corner.
Those razor sharp horns. Is this the fabled Emperor Onikabuto?
Good boy. Now,
This is a
now go
small
to your
tip
room and go play
provided for
Genshin.
VIPs. If you're willing to attend, then one of these will be yours at the end of the event.
All right. No Switch for you for a week.
I'm there. Wait a sec.
No PS5 for a week.
Who are you anyway? And furthermore, do Onikabuto really come in this size?
You know I'm kidding, right?
Because the more I think about it, the more
I mean, I have a Switch Live, but I barely play on it because, you know.
Tomorrow night's Onikabuto Battle Royale. Yeah, you lost to me in a previous Beetle battle, and now you're trying to
You
get
know.
the reigning champ out of the way. Without Prince of Mischief to contend with, you'll be free to sweep in and take all the Onikabuto. Am I right or am I right? Nice try, you little punk. 10 out of 10 for the pitch, but you picked the wrong victim.
Okay. Then again, consider this. If
Okay,
your
okay.
Prince of Mischief
Then again,
isn't competing,
I like how you said that.
what's the point of me taking part? After all I'd stand to win is a bunch of puny little larvae.
Sure, you get like what 20 Paimons for the first time doing it, or whatever in these hangouts.
You are completely right. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
You know. I mean, cool. You get cool little artwork out of it, but it still feels like forever, don't it? Don't it, Kyle?
You're sure this guy's our best choice?
Yeah, see? I was already wondering if you were trying to con him.
Even though there's some tied to the achievements, which is a pain in the butt.
I'm Shikanoin Heizo. I've seen you around a few times before at the police station.
Or at least I have a platinum.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I remember now. No wonder
I don't
you
have
look
the
so
platinum, and I ain't
familiar.
planning on getting the platinum.
Who's in for stealing
I'm good.
Kabuto, right?
Because if I had 100% the map, do every single
Lose like a man, you can win like
hangout and everything.
but you can never steal.
I don't remember what the platinum was for, but I don't know.
Ito! He works there, for crying out loud! He's not one of your fellow inmates.
I know what you mean, dude.
Oh, jeez. What's wrong with me? How could I forget? Of course I know you. I remember you now. For real, this time. You're the guy who sells lavender melons at the station, aren't
Sure.
you?
A lavender melon seller?
Sure,
At
we
the
can.
police station? Don't be ridiculous!
I know what I saw, okay? Several times now I've been sitting there starving in jail when this guy comes and slips me a few
Being
lavender melons on the sly. Didn't even want payment. Solid guy.
Oh.
Yeah, That
Well,
was me. But it was only because your assistant, Kuki Shinobu,
well, go to bed, dude.
asked me
Be
to
the
look
best.
out for you.
What? So Shinobu was behind it? Wait, I so Ombre, you're not a lavender melon seller?
Look, we're getting hung up on all the wrong details here. The important detail right now is that I'm the host of tomorrow night's event. And if you show up, the Oni Kabuto in the picture is yours. Deal?
Deal, done. But could I get another look at that picture first? Just a little peek-see.
You'll have all the time in the world to inspect the real article once the event's over.
Okay, sure. I can wait. So, Ombre, is there anything I need to do to prepare? Because if I'm doing this, I'm bringing my A game, all right? No half measures here. I'm gonna do this right.
He sure picks his moments to start acting responsibly.
Okay, so for this event, you, my, bro, will be participating in a short anti-fraud play along with 2 other VIP attendees. The main thing we ask is that you just relax. Try not to be nervous. I have the script, right here, if you want to take a...
Script?
What's up, Baka?
Sounds like someone's never seen the Arataki gang perform before, huh? Don't you worry,
And
Ombre.
you're not talking.
The Arataki gang is a little beyond the need for
Oh, now you're talking.
You'll see. This Oni Kabuto will be well worth your investment.
You,
Now you're talking.
need a script? Wow.
Now you're not talking. Cool.
Now I'm excited.
I still need to build. I need to build my Robin,
I'll
man.
be there. I'm gonna tell the gang about this too. They'll all be there to support us.
All right. You doing grinding? I'm just doing. I'll hang out with Aizo over here. Wow, I've been streaming for 2 hours on one thing on Genshin, and it's a hangout. What the heck?
Wow.
Hey, Aizo's is long. He talks a lot, and it's. I mean, I done it to get get an idea for a character, but I couldn't lose.
I guess that Sherlock Holmes would be better. Just read a Sherlock Holmes novel.
It's almost time. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Alright, then let's get this show started.
Oh, I can't wait, Mr. Hazel.
Dude, she sounded like she wanted to smash him. That woman sounded like she wanted to smash Hazel. Or I mean Hazel, bro. She sounds sus.
It takes years to make a fortune, but only a moment to lose it all to a scam artist. Welcome to the first Hazel Talks Fraud. I am your eponymous
Firefly.
host, Hazel.
I saw it. That's pretty good damage.
Okay, I'm delighted to have you all here today to explore the topic of fraud.
You just been leveling up her Lycona and
The
talents.
victim of scam artists themselves, we thought we'd invite several VIPs with a lot of experience
Am I right?
in this area to perform a little play with an
And plus, you have
message.
damage boosts or
Please join me in
with
welcoming to the stage
with Robin, so that's an increase too.
Mr. Iba, and the venerable gentleman, Mr. Arataki.
I only have one Lycona, and that's only Dragon Girl. That's
Let the
it.
show begin.
I don't have her like
I was lucky to get it that day.
It was just another bright sunny day when a distressed Miss Etsu brought her elderly grandpa, Iba, into the police station to report a crime.
Oh, that one, yeah.
There, they were greeted by a kindly Doshin, surname Arataki.
Doshin Arataki, please help us! My poor grandpa has been defrauded!
Doshin Arataki? You talking to me?
Perhaps for want of familiarity with the script, a confused look creeps over Doshin
They're doing a
Arataki's
play. I
face,
love this.
and he asks himself that age-old question. Who am I?
Yes, you are Doshin Arataki. You're Doshin
Even though we're just
Arataki.
playing Holyverse games for tonight, because like.
I'm in the play, right? Yeah. Okay, got it. I'm a Doshin, of course. Okay, I got this. Ma'am, can you tell who it was that defrauded your grandfather?
Hey, I had an idea. Say, hey, I gotta be a detective. I need to do some research. And got my idea for it, and I'm no. And now I just went down a rabbit hole of Heizo's hangout.
Was this note?
Doshin Arataki frowns as he realizes this is more complicated than he thought.
But hey, at least this is a live stream. I don't know how many people will watch this in the near future.
I am the Raiden Shogun. I am currently being held hostage by the Crux fleet and urgently need 200,000 mora to secure my release. Please place the ransom mora on the north coast of the deserted
True, I was about to say, because you got the opera singer. I was about to say. Barbara.
We cannot let Her Excellency come to harm.
But
Hey, I use Barbara, so sometimes.
200,000 mora? Kinda
But that's pretty
lowballing it for the Electro Archon, don't you think? Shouldn't it be like 300
Oh wow.
at the very least?
But you do have a point. They never made a 5-star singer. I wonder why.
Whoa, then we gotta get it back. Is there still time?
Before I could go out to look
Yeah.
for it, Grandpa received another note.
Okay. I mean, I don't know who she is, but okay.
Reads it out loud.
I am Miss Hina. I am currently raising funds to publish a photo book. I urgently need 300,000 mora for publishing fees. In return for your support, you will receive a limited edition signed photograph.
It's Miss Hina. We can't leave poor
Damn,
Miss
it's
Hina
almost
in
1
tight
o'clock.
spots.
You're
There.
right, Gramps. Is
Darn, plus the rain Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
If we need to make
Oof.
up the difference. Maybe I can get a photo of Miss Hina too. I mean, we gotta help Miss Hina out here.
It's a scam, Doshin Arataki. Snap out of it.
Oh, right, yeah, no, yeah, because if Miss Hina needed funds, she'd come to me first, you know, as her #1 fan. Why would she go asking this old geezer for help? These con artists don't know who they're up against.
Even though it's crazy how I don't have that many characters on that game, which it ain't my fault. Hey, I have my ups and downs with that game. Ain't that right, Kyle?
Grabs the note and reads it aloud.
I have my ups and downs.
I am Arataki Ito. I was recently framed for a crime I totally did not commit, and now I'm stuck
And they supposed to
here
come
in
out with a
prison.
game.
I am in urgent need of 500,000 mora as bail. In return for your help getting me out, I will bring the whole gang over to thank you personally at your house.
Must be a scammer, surely. I've never heard of this person, and they're asking me for 500,000 mora.
Wait a minute. This is a scam. I'm Arataki Ito.
You are? But your name tag says...
Doshin Arataki follows Miss Etsu's gaze to the name tag emblazoned on his chest, which reads, Arataki Shmito.
What kind of whack job script is this? Am I me or ain't I?
The bail.
Okay, that is kind of funny.
No way, not a chance. Arataki Ito would never ask innocent people for mora in order to post bail. Whoever wrote this is a liar and a cheat. We gotta get out there and get this guy off our streets.
But just as Doshin Arataki is being overcome with righteous indignation, the sound of Miss Etsu's weeping brings his attention back to her.
Miss Etsu, don't you worry. We're gonna catch the people who did this.
Even if you do catch them, how are we ever going to get Grandpa's money back? Oh, whatever are we going to do about all those Onikabuto?
Okay.
Onikabuto? Wait, what was that about the, Onikabuto?
Oh, well, Grandpa is a major Onikabuto breeder in our village.
His are the biggest and strongest Onikabuto around. People come from far and wide to buy from him. We recently received an order that was too big for our current capacity.
Max it out, dude. Get 2.
Facilities, but then we were swindled out of
You know what I said? Fine. I was gonna say 1, but if you're leveling up her, you might as well have all the.
These Onikabuto on time. Grandpa will have to pay huge damages. Oh, what are we going
You
to
got
do?
wishes for 1?
What's that saying? It's like, it never rains, but it snowballs.
Because
Exactly what we're dealing with.
Etsu, my dear, don't worry. I'll sell the house if I have to. We'll find a way through.
But then where will we stay? Please help us, Doshin Artaki. All we need is the 500,000 mora that was taken from us. Can you help us raise it? Or maybe you could lend it to us? Grandpa's business is going very
which
well.
sucks, but you know.
Doshin Artaki, please. If you lend us the money, I'm sure I can make it up to you.
I know, but it sucks when you have to wait. It's like Genshin, you do the same with Genshin as well, but at least with Genshin.
I was going to say, by giving you part ownership
Yeah.
of the Onikabuto farm.
Oh, so that's what you
But-
were. Yeah. That's not as enticing an offer as I was. Wait, an Onikabuto farm, how many Onikabuto did you say you have? Because if it's more than, say,
10,000.
10,000!
10,000? Well, that's more Onikabuto than I've seen in my whole life.
Please help us. As long as we get through this, those 10,000.
Because what if you want to level up another character if you get them?
Yours to keep.
10,000 Onikabuto. Hey, if I looked after them, they'd have little baby Onikabuto. And then the little baby Onikabuto would grow up and have little baby Onikabuto of their own.
Doshin Arataki is struck by a sudden wave of pure elation. His face breaks into a big, beaming smile. But what does he do next?
Missetsu, don't you worry. I'm gonna help you out. But 10,000 is
Yep.
too many. I can only accept 1,000. Wait, no. What am I saying?
I'm like rank
500
30 or
Onikabuto.
like 30 or close to 30 for me on the battle pass.
It is my duty to serve. How could I abuse my position to take advantage of you?
That's great news, Master Arataki. What a wonderful person you are. So strong and handsome and committed to doing the right thing. It's rare to find these days.
Yep, that's me. All right, there's just one final question that needs answering.
What question is that?
The question is, where's my Mora?
Where's my more?
Yo, Heizo, my hombre, question for you. What's my character's salary in the script? Oh, also, any inheritance or other lump sums I should know about? Basically, can I afford this 500,000 Mora? I mean, Shmito, can Shmito.
That is new.
Faced with a damsel
That is new. I didn't see that when I played earlier.
to remain level-headed and asks that other age-old question. Where's my Mora?
Oh, showing you the games they have. I did that already. Pretty fun if you know what you're doing.
His pocket where, it turns out, a bank check has been quietly nestled all along. He draws
'Cause you get
it out and inspects it. Today is payday, and this is his salary. The amount? 500,000 Mora.
Whoa, check it out! A check for 500,000 Mora! Where'd you come from, buddy? Missetsu, get this. Turns out I just got paid 500,000 Mora today. Well, here's your Mora.
Thank you so much. Master Arataki, what's wrong?
Doshin Arataki stretches out his hand. But wait! Just as he is about to hand over the check to Miss Etsu, he hesitates, tightly pinching one end of the check betwixt his two fingers. All he needs to do now is release the check, and it will fall into Miss Etsu's eager hands. But let go of the check he does not.
Master Arataki, let go!
Wait. Something's not right.
Doshin Arataki is having second thoughts. Has something caught his attention? Has it aroused his suspicion? Has he finally
I'm glad
realized
Honkai
the
keeps
truth?
all the.
So, this is an anti-fraud show, right?
Huh?
A spark of intuition bursts to life in Doshin Arataki's mind.
Since this is an anti-fraud event, I have a question.
Is he about to ask the most critical question of all?
I gotta ask.
This is it. Here it comes.
Does a Doshin really get paid this much? 500,000 mora. Enough to get an Electro Archon out from a hostage situation, then go pay for Miss Hina's publishing costs. You telling me the average Doshin can do all that on one pay packet? I don't know, seems pretty fishy to me. Hey, compadre, what do you think? Am I being scammed here?
Heizo! Ito's cheating! He asked for help!
As the spark of intuition flickers and threatens to fade, Doshin Arataki clutches around in desperation, hoping to find a source of fuel to feed the flames of enlightenment. Traveler, are you going to help this poor man out of his predicament?
Follow my heart. All right then. There's no way a Doshin makes 500,000.
You got 300 jade and 6 tickets. Why?
Miss Etsu and Mr. Iba come to a Doshin for help. And the Doshin
Yeah, I was reading what I had to do there. It gave me an option to do for Ayatato.
There's only one possible explanation. Who's got 2 horns?
Or Ryuji, what I call him, but you know.
Yep, this guy.
Or Potato Guy. The potato. Get it? The potato.
With this fake check for 500,000 mora,
He's
I
what?
almost swindled Etsu and Iba out of 10,000 Onikabuto.
D man. He's the D.
For the recent string of catastrophes they faced. My
Okay.
mind is
Okay.
blown. Craziest plot twist I ever heard. The criminal was the main character all along. Miss Etsu, I'm afraid I can't let myself give you this fake check. But I will do everything in my power to raise 500,000
Yeah.
genuine
Character, or whatever it be on standard.
So don't you worry.
I
Oh, jeez.
know what you talk.
In the end, Doshin Arataki listened
That-
to the voice of his heart and narrowly avoided being defrauded in his own unconventional way. But
Yeah.
regrettably, he failed to ask the
Behind him, I
critical
don't-
question. Who in their right mind would give away Onikabuto for free? I ask you all, is there such
Side.
a thing as free Onikabuto?
Them two I don't
Free mora?
have.
Or does
Honkai.
nothing in life come for free? Thank you all for watching Heizo Talks Fraud. Don't get greedy and you won't be needy. Stay alert and
First-
you won't get hurt. You never know where scammers may lurk. See you all next time.
There's Himiko, Claire.
Wait, my man. What did you mean when you said I avoided being defrauded? I thought I was the fraudmeister here.
Bye, Lou.
Maybe someone should have read the script.
Yeah, I'm talking about the first one.
You and Master Eva were the scam artists. Duh! You were the one they were trying to scam.
You don't have Himiko?
What? Huh?
I have
I
him
was
go.
being conned? Darn. Can't believe they got me.
No. Go all the way to the first, where the blonde head is, and there she is. That's the girl I
In the
don't
end,
have.
They didn't succeed.
Yeah, but
Other way, go to the left.
a happy coincidence. They scammed
Keep going.
me and I fell for it.
One more. There you go.
It wasn't your first time.
That's who I don't
either.
have.
It was such a
Yeah, I
cheap
don't have her
trick,
or the
too.
blonde head.
Oh, this is killing me.
The trick is a common one for a reason, but don't underestimate it. That's how you end
Yeah.
up being a victim.
But how
I mean, I
gonna
don't
protect
mind
my
having
baby when
them
I get
just
fooled
because
by
they
such
feel
cheap
good.
tricks?
You know, I kind of like having all the
Don't
standard
blame
characters
yourself,
just
old
because
chap.
it feels cool.
In
I mean,
fact, you know what? I was
But why are they
also
in the
conned
standard?
today. Yeah, me, of all people. Does that make you feel better?
You too,
Yeah,
Ray?
but you know I wasn't going to choose it.
No, that's impossible. You're just trying to
Yeah, but you know who I went for? I went for Bailu, because screw it. I want to build my Bailu. And we all know they ain't going to give us another one in probably till next year.
Can't it move? That's just it. I'm sorry to say.
It would be nice though if they do, because like, come on, I would love to have another one, because I would go for Rom, whatever her name is.
Yeah, and it's all my fault. I was duped by the Onikabuto vendor's false advertising.
For them.
What a colossal fool I am. Taken in
Which
by
is
a common
stupid.
street vendor. Ugh.
So you really were conned,
Like, who got really, I like Honkai some parts of it, but some of it you can tell they really want to grind your gears.
Somehow, knowing that even Hazel got conned kinda puts me back in a good mood. It's
It's just like Genshin, it's like,
maybe I'm
damn.
sharper than I'm giving myself credit for. Great minds think alike, so me and my hombre here kinda equally matched. Hey, by the way, compadre, looks like you're the only one out of the three of us who didn't get conned today. But you better watch out. We got fooled not because we were stupid, but because those scam artists are some crafty dastards. I want you to have this figurine as a reminder of the fact that today, Hazel and I both got conned, but we both grew a little wiser too. I hope that whenever you see it, you'll remember how cunning those con artists were, and how difficult it was for Hazel and I to see through their schemes. Then, you'll always keep your wits about you, and you'll never become a victim yourself.
Yep, that's right. No one will ever manage to con you.
I bought like 100 something of those damn things that I needed to level her up with.
Why?
Because I was like, I don't feel like grinding. So I didn't get her leveled up.
Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. I'm the same way, because I didn't even do the story. I know it's stupid of me for not doing the story, but...
The story, no shit.
Chick. Okay, I might as well finish Heisel's endings. I almost got one now. Just need 2 more. Not.
Oh, no! Did you bump into something?
And now we gotta make sure he gets sick. See. I mean, it won't hurt. I know Benny's gonna probably look on my account by. Do all this, dude.
It's
I don't.
almost time. Everyone
Skip.
ready?
Aha! Etsu and Iba!
I don't know either, man.
What's going on here?
I don't know what Caphras needs. All I can tell you, ask Bendy. He's the one who done mine.
To win my sympathy, you used a few cheap tricks to get my
Nice.
attention. Then you dangled the bait in front of me, waiting for me to bite. Darn it! I knew it! Who in their right mind would give away Onikabuto for free, let alone 10,000 of them?
Later, I gotta add this to the Genshin playlist too, because this is part of Genshin. I gotta make sure to add this stream later to Genshin playlist as well.
You're coming with me. You'll give a full confession if you know what's good for you.
Finally, with the help of his intuition and a little guidance from beyond the void, Doshin Arataki successfully avoided being defrauded. Not only that, but he asked a critical question. Who in their right mind would give away Onikabuto for free? I ask you all, is there such a thing as free Onikabuto? Free Mora? Or does nothing in life come?
Me neither, dude.
Alright, remember.
It sucks when they
to make a fortune, but only a moment to lose it all to a scam artist.
don't jinx it.
Again for watching. Hazo Talks Fraud.
That's what I say. Just as I always tell people, do not jinx it, because you know how that goes. Well, that was a quick way to get that done.
How's my acting? I did just fine without a script.
I only got one more ending to do, and I'm.
Scam artists need to up their game if they want to have a chance of taking me down.
Hello? Without that hint from the traveler, you would have handed that cash away without a second thought.
Right, yeah. I should thank her for the timely hint. But I pretty much knew off the bat that something fishy was about to go down, so,
No, sadly, no.
Before I saw right through their scam. Seriously, oldest trick in the book. Who's gonna fall?
Man, people still get scammed these days.
Tricks they may well be.
It's sad.
But the reason they've stood the test of time is that the ideal victim is always
It's just sad, man. That would happen to my.
Naive, socially isolated.
That is the truth. When the scammer gets scammed, that's when it's funny.
Doesn't mean they're not there. Scammers cast a
But
wide net.
that would happen to my father. He got scammed bad. I ain't gonna go in details. Let's just say it almost ruined his entire relationship for me and my mom and family.
Not with me here to protect everyone.
That's how bad it was.
That my performance today shows I'm savvy enough to keep the scammers at bay.
Don't be too confident.
Damn, Bailu just revived her after she died? What?
Ah, yes, bro. Here's the reward you were promised.
What is your Bailu, by the way? What is your consolation for her?
Emperor Onikabuto, come to Papa.
Because if she can revive a character after they die, that is very useful. That's just like Barbara.
Look at those sharp horns and those beautiful stripes. Hold on.
Then I need to build my Bailu then. Because that would be useful. If you think about it.
Hey, bud, move. Oh no, I think this one might have joined the big beetle belly in the sky.
Yeah, I'm happy to have her. I just gotta build her. Well, try to build her and have Bendy help me in the process to build her, because I did level her up to 70. I might level her up to 80 because I do want to, really build her.
This was a real Onikabuto, did you? No, surely not. Ito, old chap, you must have seen from
Like I said, people, I like Honkai, but I may not be into the story, but I do like certain characters, give or take. Ain't that right, Kyle? Yeah. I don't know. One of the two, probably. Probably my girlfriend knows, because she's the Honkai expert. Do you know the answer, dear? You're the expert, right? Well, time to do one more ending. And then we'll be done with it. It is. Trust me, I know. Time to get this last ending done. Then I'll send it to my girlfriend later. So I can, post it on Facebook later, MS. Because after I get done with this, I'll probably call it a night. I will play Ruby, but right now I just don't care. At this point, I'm kind of tired from listening to Heizo talk so much. But hey, at least I got his story, his side quest out the way.
I suspected that was the case.
I mean, not side quest, but his hangout's all done now. All I gotta do now is relax.
Peace, Master Takatsukasa.
No, impossible. Traveler, are you sure you checked every last file carefully? No,
you lost? Damn.
Knowing Heizo, you didn't pull any shenanigans on the Traveler, did you?
Songo, no accusations without evidence. Remember?
Damn. That sucks, man. That's the one thing I hate about Honkai. When you build your characters all the way almost and they still die, it really just hurts. Just like, why did I waste my time on this game?
Until then, see ya.
Ain't that right?
Hey, you're not going anywhere.
Hey, we got the last one. And we got the achievement. We're done with Heizo's story, y'all. Tomorrow we'll try to finish up Dory's. I got 1,013 achievements on Genshin. I'm going to be...
Did you bump into something?
Okay, there.
Well, if it hurts, just
I mean, that hangout was alright. It just took forever in some parts because how long it was. But Heizo was just done. All we got to do now, tomorrow, is Dionis. And then tomorrow, where we all pick for to Wednesday, let me know. We're done. So that's one hangout done. How many more hangouts I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because... Shit. So that's 5. I just counted. Hold up. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 more hangouts I gotta do, Kyle. That I'll probably do for a live stream. So that's like 18 more live streams I'll be doing for per hangout. That is pretty good in my opinion for a stream hangout. Now let's wish. Let's end this stream properly. I probably ain't gonna get Skirk, but nope. Didn't get nothing but a weapon. Oof. It's alright though. Anybody who's watching this stream in the future or right now, comment down below and all that good jazz. I hope y'all had a good day. We got finished with Heizo's hangout because I just wanted to do it to give me an idea for the part of being the detective, which was not too bad. Now I got my idea for the character. Now, tomorrow we'll do Diona's hangout. So tune in tomorrow. And all that good jazz. Hope to see y'all in the next video or live stream. Bye y'all. See ya.